that won the Fiesta Bowl finished number 4 in the nation. So the teacher versus his assistant. As we get ready to start the Big Ten championship game, a series that dates back to 1946. Ohio State with the football as Andrew Endicott will send it away for Wisconsin. Curtis Samuel, Evan Spencer back deep for the Bucks. Samuel will bring it out of the end zone. And he weaves his way across the 20-yard line, taken down at the 22. Now it's time for 3 things you need to know when Ohio State is on offense, presented by Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry.
Cardale Jones, the quarterback, his coach and his team have confidence in him. He has a show now. He is ready for the show tonight. And he'll get some help. Taylor Decker, the best offensive lineman. The whole offensive line has grown up, and they tell him, lean on us this evening. And for Wisconsin, Michael Caputo is the face of their defense. They're the number 2 defense in the country. Ohio State's number 5 in scoring. Let's dance.
First down and 10 of the 23 for Cardale Jones. 6'5", 250 pounds. A redshirt sophomore. He'll throw it on first down. He's got a rocket arm. And Jones completes his first pass of the game. And that must be a good omen for Ohio State.
Not only a good omen, it's a settling throw for Cardale Jones. And don't expect Ohio State to change who they are tonight. Cardale Jones is on scholarship. He's talented. They want him to play the quarterback position the way it should be played.
A 9-yard gain, and they'll give it to Ezekiel Elliott, 1,000-yard back this season. And Elliott will pick up the first down.
Yeah, don't expect Ohio State to back off now. Don't expect them to come out in an offense that tries to protect their quarterback. They'll give him some easy throws early, some good runs they try and get him settled. But after that, look for them to take their shots downfield as they normally do.
So a first down for Ohio State on their opening series. Ball at the 35-yard line. Jones handing it off. Elliott around the corner with running room. Hits the sideline quickly and finally wrestled down at midfield by Michael Caputo. Ezekiel Elliott, 1,182 yards rushing this season and 10 touchdowns.
And how about the path that was cleared by his offensive line, tight end, and wide receivers?
A gain of 15. They give it to him again, and he'll submarine through the hole. Well, let's tell you about Cardale Jones. He played behind Braxton Miller in 2013, took all the starter reps in spring, took a backseat to Miller again in the fall, and then when it appeared he was going to be the starter in 2014 after Miller's injury, he fell behind J.T. Barrett. And there's J.T. Barrett right there. Second down and 8 at the 48. Here's a play fake. Jones near side, put it on the money, and it's Corey Smith with the catch. Corey Smith dragged down at the 37-yard line, and I tell you what, he's got some hot sauce on that football.
One thing you notice right away, he's got a big-time arm. He can take the ball and throw it darn near out of Lucas Oil Stadium. The key tonight is going to be what we've seen on his first 2 throws, accuracy. And so far this evening, he's been on point.
First down and 10 at the 39. Jones from Cleveland, Ohio. Out of the gun. Empty backfield now. Here's Jones. Steps back. Looks downfield. Lets it go. He's got a receiver, Devin Smith. Oh! He made the catch! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Cardale Jones winging it to start the Big Ten championship.
Devin Smith, number 9 in the slot, ultimately makes the big play because he adjusts to the ball before Sojourn Shelton, number 8, is able to. He ends up running the route, finds the football, and then bodies off Sojourn Shelton like a basketball play. Boxed him off and wouldn't allow him to the football and turned a long pass from Jones into a touchdown.
Extra point by Sean Nurnberger, good. So how about this, Ohio? Cardale Jones, opening drive, 3 for 3, 56 yards and a touchdown. Ohio State up 7-zip to start.
Finding that perfect tree, going for a sleigh ride, touring the lights. There's nothing like the holidays in a new Lincoln. The Lincoln Wishlist event is on. The Lincoln MKZ, the first ever MKC, the new Navigator.
Lease the 2015 Lincoln MKZ or MKZ Hybrid for $299 a month, or choose 0% APR for 60 months.
In 1919, my ancestor Marcel Tolkowski invented the ideal cut diamond, unlocking the true beauty of the diamond. For over 90 years, we have continued to perfect this diamond.
Now Kay Jewelers brings you Tolkowski Ideal Cut diamonds from the family that invented the Ideal Cut. At Kay, the #1 jewelry store in America.
From our family to the beginning of yours.
Yes. Every kiss begins with K. C-A-R.
They aren't born Cardinals. Or Razorbacks.
Big Suey.
Or Tigers.
A-U-X. Go Tigers.
They need a little help.
Roll Tide.
So for 10 years, the Allstate Good Hands Nets program has supported college scholarships to help students prepare for a life that's good.
S.
S.
Let them know you're there.
Only Pizza Hut's new menu takes flavor to the edge. Get any one of our 10 new crust flavors for free, like toasted Asiago crust, salted pretzel crust, or fiery red pepper crust for free. Order now and score 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Get it all at pizzahut.com.
Critics agree Horrible Bosses 2 is better than the first.
I like it. I'm gonna go get ready.
Are you telling a joke? Something funny?
Horrible Bosses 2. Rated R.
Paxton catches bad guys by putting himself in their head.
I'm a paranoid psychopath. I'm a rat-faced podiatrist. I gotta hang up. We're looking for lesbians in a shed.
Backstrom premieres Thursday, January 22nd on Fox.
9th touchdown of the season for Devin Smith. He now ties Chris Carter for #2 in school history with 27 touchdowns. David Boston has the all-time record at 34, but more importantly, Charles, 20-0 Ohio State when he catches a touchdown.
Speaking of big-time moments, that's one for them. And how about our keys to the game now? For Wisconsin, they want to make it a 12-round fight. They want to take this game into the fourth quarter. Ground and pound on offense, hit the quarterback on defense, try and wear down Ohio State as Michigan State did last year. For Ohio State, fit it and hit it. That means your run fits. Everyone in the right position, in the right place, and they have to hit and tackle Melvin Gordon and Corey Clement all night long.
So Melvin Gordon, we're waiting to see him on the field on offense for the first time. Gordon's such a terrific player. Kenzel Doe back deep for Wisconsin. And he'll start from his own 2. And Doe with a lane. A burst of speed. And he's out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Now it's time for 3 things you need to know when Wisconsin is on offense, presented by Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry.
Melvin Gordon, he can have it all. A Big Ten title, a rushing title, and possibly a Heisman Trophy, 10 straight games with at least 120 yards on the ground. How about their quarterback position? It does take 2. Joel Stave and Tanner McAvoy. Stave's the passer, McAvoy's the runner. Will they do a change-up tonight against the Ohio State defense? And for Ohio State, Joey Bosa leads the defense, and their mission is simple. Stop number 25, Melvin Gordon.
First down and 10 at the 28-yard line for Wisconsin. Alex Erickson in motion. Here's Gordon running for the first time. And Gordon gets to the 30-yard line. They give him a yard and a half. So Joel Stave, the junior who's won his last 7 games, has had some throwing problems early in the season, but he's corrected most of them.
Had a case of the yips. Couldn't hit a target. And I think a lot of it was a tailspin after Tanner McAvoy won the starting job as the quarterback. But he recovered on his own. Got back to his roots in high school, relaxed, and has come back better than ever.
Second down and 8 at the 30-yard line. Out of the offset eye. Watt and Gordon in the backfield. Here's Stave rolling out of the pocket, throws across his body, and has his receiver, Austin Traylor. But Darren Lee there to lay the wood on him.
This is only the third catch of the year from Traylor, and the ball was coming out even before Lee struck him solidly.
The ball will be brought back to the spot of the fumble. Third down.
See, the hit was impressive, but Traylor had not secured it on the run beforehand. The ball was already working its way out. And then Lee put the boom on it. Just the third catch of the year for Traylor. He's really more of an offensive tackle than he is a tight end.
That brings up 3rd down and 4 at the 34-yard line. Watt and Gordon line up in the eye. Here's a handoff to Melvin Gordon, trying to pick his way forward, but won't get it. Ohio State's Joey Bosa, as well as Michael Bennett, combining on the tackle.
Watch the inside tackles. Look at how they stack things up against the Wisconsin line. No place to go. Washington 92 back there. Bennett 53, wearing a number for Costa George, the young man who passed away, the walk-on for Ohio State. That was his number. Bennett normally wears 63. He's wearing 53 to honor him.
So Drew Meyer will punt it away inside his own 20. Jalen Marshall back deep. And this ball will be fair caught by Evan Spencer at the 34. So here he comes again. Cardale Jones with an opportunity of a lifetime. And so far, he's showing out. Back after this.
Let's go! Dr. Pepper, let's go! So college football thinks they need a selection committee to choose the top 25. Should have just called this football expert, because I analyze every aspect of the game. Green turf, blue turf. Rank the schedule. 10 teams in the Big 12. 3 Tigers in the SEC. Pac-12 boys play past my bet. Could be any one of them ACC teams. Those Golden Domers. Behold my top 25. Wait a minute, there's 14 teams in the Big 10? That makes no sense. Let's go, Dr. Pepper, hip! Gotta get back to work.
Finding that perfect tree. Going for a sleigh ride. Touring the lights. There's nothing like the holidays in a new Lincoln. The Lincoln Wishlist event is on. The Lincoln MKZ, the first ever MKC, the new Navigator.
Right now, for a very limited time, get our best offers of the year on the 2015 Lincoln MKC.
You ready for this?
I'm ready. With the innovation of Intel, your creativity can shine this holiday. Expert service, unbeatable price, Best Buy.
Now get 50% off all Domino's pizzas when you order online. 50% off sausage pizzas, handmade pan pizzas, even barbecue banana pepper pizzas. If you're into that, this week only get 50% off the menu price of 34 million pizza combinations at Domino's.com.
Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way.
Nice.
Get 10% off select major appliances $3.99 or more at Lowe's.
Hey, get in!
Punch! Let Quicken Loans help you save your money with a mortgage that's engineered to amaze.
The Big Ten Championship on Fox is sponsored by the Lincoln Wish List event. Visit your Lincoln showroom today. Welcome back. Ohio State with a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. Score $1,000 in tuition now. Tweet your one-of-a-kind goal with hashtag Dr. Pepper giveaway. Russ Johnson along with Charles Davis, Molly McGrath on the sideline, Mike Pereira in the studio, our rules analyst, as these two teams square off in the 2014 Big Ten Championship game. Cardale Jones, excellent on his first drive, throwing the touchdown to Devin Smith. Last week versus Michigan, he played the final quarter after J.T. Barrett's injury, went 2 of 3 for 7 yards, ran twice for 18 yards. First down at his own 34.
False start, offense, number 68. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Sometimes when you hold guys at the line of scrimmage for a long time, analyzing the defense, it's very tough for the guys to hang in there. Big offensive lineman.
First down and 15. Jones keeps it as he rolls around the left side, and he won't go anywhere. Marcus Trotter gobbles him up, the senior from Racine.
First man there was Vince Beagle, number 47, coming off the edge. And Cardale Jones is 250 pounds. I think as this game goes along, I would not be surprised to see Ohio State in their quarterback run game go to much more of a power running attack with him. You let the 250 go straight ahead, north and south, rather than east and west. He's not going to win very many foot races to the edge.
A 4-yard loss, 2nd and 19 at the 25. Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield with Jones. Play fake. Jones wants to run it again. Reverses with room. And Jones trying to break the tackle, and he's dragged down at the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Derek Tyndall as he grabbed his ankle.
Back-to-back plays made by Vince Beagle, number 47, that disrupted the timing of the play for Ohio State. That time he made Jones have to elude him and stop his feet in the backfield, which allowed the pursuit to get there quicker.
Beagle last week against Minnesota, 6 tackles, including a sack. 3rd down and 15 at the 29. They need to go to the 44 for a first down. Caputo close to the line of scrimmage for Wisconsin. Here's Jones. Pump fake. Lets it fly. He's got a receiver. And incomplete. Jalen Marshall had a step. But the Wisconsin defense getting over quickly.
Well defended there by Darius Hillary, number 5, who is the best cover corner for Wisconsin. And he got help over the top from number 21, Peniel Jean. They formed a pincer between in front of for the receiver, and it was tough to get through there and fit a ball in. Well covered by the Badgers.
So Doe also returns punts for the Badgers. He stands inside his own 30.
Had some trouble in their last game against Minnesota. He lost a fumble early on a running play and dropped a punt.
Cameron Johnston, the punter, from his own 16.
Delay of game, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Urban Meyer cannot be happy with the lack of concentration so far on this series by his Buckeyes.
Everything went so well on the first offensive series. We have to still remember guys are still settling into the game. And sometimes when you score as quickly as Ohio State did, it amps you up even more and takes you over the top until they find their way to throttle down and get themselves back under control.
Now Johnson will punt from the 11. Doe up to the 35. And Doe backpedaling. He goes over his head. Continues to bounce and dives inside the 5. A 72-yard punt. So Melvin Gordon and the Badgers, they've got a long way to go. They've got the ball right after this.
Finding that perfect tree. Going for a sleigh ride. Touring the lights. There's nothing like the holidays in a new Lincoln. The Lincoln Wishlist event is on. The Lincoln MKZ, the first ever MKC, the new Navigator.
Lease the 2015 Lincoln MKZ or MKZ Hybrid for $299 a month, or choose 0% APR for 60 months.
Hey man, have you tried the voice text on the new iPhone 6?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, especially with things that don't normally work with regular text, like sarcasm. Please bring Amanda, she's so fun.
Or if you want to sing a message. Do you need anything from the store? Like 2% milk or skim?
Or just getting around words that are really hard to spell. Tell the McDonaghanys that we can't go camping because our exchange student Thelonious has arachnophobia, which is a shame because we prepared a smorgasbord of charcuterie for his bicentennial jamboree.
It was the night before, as the people of this little Belgian town waited for the crowning moment. Nature had other plans. But with the help of the masters of the Artois Brewery, a new star was born. Stella Artois, originally brewed as a beautiful holiday gift for the people of living Belgium.
Are you okay, Mom? Yes, I am.
Life insurance from New York Life can help your family keep good going.
That's your new boss?
Yeah.
She's been to London, Paris, and her son plays baseball.
You psychic?
I speak Pandora. He went to Jared.
This holiday, find these Pandora charms exclusively at Jared.
You're good.
I know.
That's why he went to Jared.
I think the competition needs talent like you.
As we began the weekend, here are the top 4 teams in the college football playoff rankings. Number 4, Florida State. Number 3, TCU. Number 2, Oregon. And leading the pack, Alabama. And so far, Alabama's won the SEC championship. They won big over Missouri. Oregon pounded Arizona last night to win the Pac-12. TCU 55-3 over Iowa State for a share of the Big 12. And Florida State just tied the game at 7 against Georgia Tech in the ACC championship. And we're watching Ohio State up 7-0 here in the Big Ten championship game.
So Cameron Johnson had a career-long 73-yard punt. And now Wisconsin will start from their own 2-yard line. Doe in motion. Here's Gordon trying to break it back and does with running room. Melvin Gordon with a stiff arm, and he gets out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Von Bell there to knock him out of play. Let's go to Greg Wolf in Los Angeles, where Lowe's never stop improving game breaks.
Guys, in the ACC championship game, I know Charles has the Noles rated a lot higher than number 4. Their 28-game win streak on the line as well. After a Georgia Tech touchdown, Jameis Winston answers, finds Nick O'Leary 46 yards, all tied at 7 in the first. Gus, Charles, back to you.
Thank you, Greg. I seem to be in the minority, but I always thought being undefeated in a Power 5 conference should count for a whole lot. Apparently, it counts for just enough to make the playoff if everything ended right now. Looks like and that's Dan Volz, number 70, who's the starting center, who came into the game dinged up. Hurt his ankle last week in the last game against Minnesota. They weren't sure he'd be able to play tonight. He's been a boot during the week, limited practice time. And so the worry was what was going to happen tonight. If he couldn't go, they might have to go to a true freshman, Michael Dieter, at center and take his red shirt off of him now.
Your old 401k is rolled over into a TD Ameritrade IRA.
So, no setup fees?
So I get help from rollover consultants?
Woo! Yes!
No rollover hassle. Great.
Oh, we're spiking things, Robbie.
For all the confidence you need.
That's better.
TD Ameritrade, you got this.
Apes. Together. Strong.
At Chili's, fresh is now. Now with all the ingredients for a whole new experience. If you haven't been here lately, maybe now would be a good time. Because at Chili's, fresh is happening now.
With T-Mobile and iPhone 6, you can make Wi-Fi calls beyond the reach of cellular networks.
Hey, Brandon, what's up?
So you can talk from down here.
Smile for Grandma.
Or text pictures from up here.
Okay, there we go. Should we send a photo?
You can even make calls way over here. Talk and text with anyone, anywhere there's a Wi-Fi connection. Wi-Fi calling on iPhone 6, only from T-Mobile.
It's easy to buy insurance and forget about it. But the more you learn about your coverage, the more gaps you might find. Like how you thought you were covered for this.
Check it out, Mom.
When you're really only covered for this. Or how you figured you're covered for this when you're actually paying for this. You might be surprised at what's hiding in your coverage. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Call 1-800-FARMERS and see how much you could save.
The Big Ten Championship on Fox is sponsored by Farmers. By Dawn of the Planet of the Apes on Blu-ray and digital HD today. And by T-Mobile, changing the game of wireless. So Volts on the sideline trying to walk it off. Ohio State with the 7-0 lead. Wisconsin with the football at the 10-yard line, faced with the 2nd and 2.
And they decided to go with Dallas Llewellyn moving over from guard to center, and Ray Ball comes in at the guard position. But Ball has also been nursing an injury to his leg. Let's see how he holds up.
And they'll hand it off. Melvin Gordon running it right, and he gets drilled. Wow. Terrific penetration. Darren Lee just knifing through and making the hit.
When we talked with Luke Fickell, the co-defensive coordinator of Ohio State, all he kept emphasizing was we have to build a wall in front of Melvin Gordon, and we have to constrict his running lanes to allow unblocked players to come down and make tackles. It's exactly what they did on that play.
So that makes it 3rd down and 2 at the 10. Stavy in the shotgun with Gordon. And a flag on the play. Ball caught. It'll be a 1st down as Arneson, the tight end, makes the grab.
There's movement in the interior of the line, and of course both will point at each other.
Offside. Defense number 97. Penalties decline. Result of play. 1st down.
It's Joey Bosa.
I really thought it was 92, Adolphus Washington, and they said 97. They just got the number wrong. I think Washington got it inside. You know, it's Washington pointing to himself like, hey, it was really me. But Joey Bosa saying, but they didn't correct down the loudspeaker, man.
Joel Stavy last year versus Ohio State was 20 of 34 for 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Ohio State won that game 31-24. Stavy over the middle and broken up as Duran Grant reached around and got a hand on it.
All Big Ten cornerback, their best cover man, became that last year and carried it over throughout the 2014 season. Look at him going inside on the top receiver of Wisconsin, Erickson, to knock it away.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 10 at the 20. McAvoy comes in, the starter earlier in the season. As you mentioned, Charles, he's the runner. Here's Gordon. Gordon slicing through the hole, and Melvin Gordon gets close to that 1st down marker. It's an 8-yard gain. This young man leads the nation in rushing yards with 2,260, 26 touchdowns. Named the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year, beating out Ohio State's J.T. Barrett. So Stavy back in now.
And you notice quickly with Wisconsin, there's no such thing as a traditional run down or pass down. Any amount of yardage could be a running play for Wisconsin.
Gordon, 2nd man through, picks up the 1st down and more. And what makes Melvin Gordon such a good running back?
Well, one of the things he did in the offseason was he got bigger and stronger, so he could run between the tackles better. But he has unique vision, explosion, and balance. And this kid has made himself into a heck of a football player. Already was great athletically, but he literally at 3 in the morning will be out there doing drills and texting his teammates saying, what are you doing today to get better? Melvin Gordon constantly working on his craft.
He's rushed for 150+ yards in 4 consecutive games. 1st down and 10 of the 34. Gordon again. And Gordon trying to change directions. Gang tackling, though, by the Buckeyes. Let's go downstairs to Molly McGrath.
Gus, yeah, Dan Volts is gingerly pacing the sideline. His left ankle has a hard brace on it and is wrapped so much that it doubles his right ankle. He is deemed questionable with that left ankle injury. Gus.
Yeah, Molly, from the looks of where he is wrapped up, is no longer a spat job over his shoes. That ankle's now mummified. I mean, they have made sure they're going to try and get him to go again because they really don't want to go deep enough to have to put Michael Dieter in the game, the true freshman that they've redshirted this season.
Corey Clement now comes in at tailback for Wisconsin, and they'll give it to him. And Clement gets to the 35. Ohio State giving no ground. Darren Lee again. this sophomore from New Albany, Ohio.
And what's happening is that the guys up front are winning the battle against Wisconsin's offensive line right now, which means the linebackers such as Darren Lee become free hitters, and they're making plays.
3rd down and 8 at the 36. Badgers need to go to the 44 for a first down.
And they move Joey Bosa inside now for Ohio State to try and get a matchup in the pass rush.
Stavi will throw it. And he's going long. He's got a receiver, Doe. But it doesn't look like he got his feet in bounds. Kenzel Doe was open. But that ball sailing a bit to the sideline.
He won the route against Tyvis Powell, but the pass took him over the sideline. Stavi gave him no room to operate on the sideline and have a chance to come down inbounds with the football.
So Wisconsin will punt it again. Drew Meyer from his own 21. And watch number 17, folks. If he gets a shot, Jalen Marshall, a redshirt freshman, is dynamic. End over end kick. Takes a bounce, and Marshall will let it roll inside his own 10-yard line. A 56-yard punt by Drew Meyer. 4:48 to play, first quarter, 7-0, Ohio State.
Hey, Rich, what's that in your hand?
My AT&T cell phone bill.
Verizon bill?
Yeah.
That's cool.
No.
How much are you spending per month?
$110.
Just me, $120. $260.
What if Sprint could cut your rate plan in half and give you unlimited talk and text in the U.S. and match your data?
Goodbye, Verizon. I am done with AT&T.
Bring in your Verizon or AT&T bill, turn in your old phone, and we'll cut your rate plan in half. Visit us online or visit a Sprint store today.
All right, listen up. Out on that field today, you will be ready for anything. And I want you to always remember, this is the greatest team you will ever be part of.
There's important work to be done. And only some able to do it. Can you make the cut?
And here's tonight's trivia question brought to you by Exodus in theaters December 12. Urban Meyer is 5-1 against his former assistants. Who was the only former assistant to defeat him as a head coach?
Oh, that one's right in my wheelhouse. I won't give the answer.
You can't give it away, though.
Can I give him a hint? He had a heck of a year this year.
There you go. His other former assistant on the sideline for Wisconsin, Gary Anderson, trying to beat him today. Anderson has done such a terrific job at Wisconsin in his second year. Only Brett Bielema with 21 has more wins in his first 2 seasons than Anderson's 19. But now Cardale Jones and the Buckeyes take over at their own 7.
Charge timeout, Ohio State. They're first.
So we'll take a quick break. 4:48 to play, first quarter. Back after this.
Introducing Amazon Fire TV Stick, the simplest way to stream all the entertainment you love on your big screen. Pop it in, grab the remote, and explore 200,000 movies and TV episodes from Amazon Instant Video, Hulu Plus, and more. And Amazon Prime members can access thousands of titles at no extra cost. Introducing Amazon Fire TV Stick, the newest member of the Amazon Fire TV family, starting at only $39.
All right, let's answer the trivia question for you. Urban Meyer is 5-1 versus former assistants. Who's the only man to beat him, Charles?
Dan Mullen, Mississippi State, 2010 when Urban Meyer was at Florida. Dan Mullen's Mississippi State Bulldogs, a tremendous run this year, almost getting into an SEC championship game.
First down and 10 at the 7. Elliott and Zeke Elliott all the way up to the 20. And what Urban Meyer said, I thought was so important. Cardale Jones has to make sure that he trusts his teammates, and his teammates have to place one of their best games for this young quarterback.
And so far, they've elevated their game to that level. Just be who you are, Cardale Jones, and don't try and be someone different. You've got plenty of support around you.
First down and 10 of the 19. Jones handing it off. Elliott again. Watch out. 40, 30, 20. They're playing that Buckeye swag song already. 81 yards.
It's the initial line blocking. Look at this. Bam! Look at that. Now that right there, Wisconsin might say is borderline hold, but look at the gap that Elliott gets into. Jacoby Bourne gets a good grasp of it. Looked like Derek Landish, number 30. And after that, they were gone. And he got great support from the wide receivers blocking downfield, keeping people away from the middle of the field.
11th touchdown of the season for Ezekiel Elliott, the sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri. And Ohio State, with 4:06 to play here in the first quarter, with a chance to take a 2-touchdown lead. Sean Nurenberger. And it's good. Buckeyes all business to start. Zeke Elliott watching himself with a Jumbotron. 14 shake. Ohio State.
Pizza Hut completely reinvented pizza with their 10 new crust flavors. So, Alfonso, how about a classic flavor like toasted Parmesan? Or the fiery red pepper?
No.
Honey sriracha?
No.
Toasted cheddar?
No.
Salted pretzel?
No.
But you can get any of these crust flavors at no extra charge.
Only one crust.
I guess we'll go with the classic then. Get a pair of pizzas, a new one or an old favorite, for $6.99 each. The Flavor of Now menu. Get it at pizzahut.com.
Last year, Ohio State came into the Big Ten championship game undefeated. Braxton Miller had over 100 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, but Michigan State, led by Connor Cook and Jeremy Langford, scored 10 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to upset the second-ranked Buckeyes and take the Big Ten title.
And there's Ezekiel Elliott. This Ohio State team has started much faster than last year's game. Remember, partner? Michigan State was pounding them early. Ohio State had to come from 17 down to make it a game and actually go ahead. Ezekiel Elliott out of the St. Louis area. You know who his godfather is? Remember Zeke Mowat, the tight end for the New York Giants?
I do.
That's his godfather. Ezekiel Elliott's dad, Stacy, played football at Missouri and was a linebacker. His mom ran track there. So you talk about combining excellent genes. All right, Zeke Elliott's dad, Stacy, mom running the track. Big-time combo. And look what they've got today. Zeke Elliott with a monster touchdown run.
So here's Joe from the 1. And he'll get to the 20-yard line. Now Wednesday, folks, 2 of college basketball's most storied programs collide as 11th-ranked Kansas battles Georgetown as the Hoyas look to knock off the Jayhawks in D.C. Coverage begins Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
And you're going to be there, aren't you?
That's right.
Your game because you got a little, let me see if I've got this right now. Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk.
That's right.
And Hoya Saxa.
That's right.
All right. Talk about 2 of the more storied programs in the nation. Look at the total yardage here already. Ohio State, decided advantage. But just because they're up 14, don't expect Wisconsin to get away from their personality this fast. They will still run the football.
Last week, Wisconsin trailed Minnesota 17-3 with 11 minutes left in the second quarter and won 34-24. First down and 10 of the 20. Melvin Gordon. And Melvin Gordon rides it all the way up to the 23, maybe the 24-yard line before being stopped.
They trailed Nebraska by the same total, 17-3. And came back and put, what, 59 on Nebraska?
That's right, 59-24.
And that was the day Melvin Gordon went for 408 yards and broke LaDainian Tomlinson's record, which had stood for 15 years. And then Samaje Perine from Oklahoma broke it 1 week later.
How about Oklahoma State, though, beating Perine in Oklahoma and Bedlam today in Norman. Mason Rudolph, folks. Keep that name under your hat. He's a freshman quarterback. Now Gordon breaks it back, and he'll get to the 34 and pick up a first down. And we always talk about boxing because we're big boxing fans. The Wisconsin running game with Melvin Gordon has cumulative effects.
During the season, the first quarter, they averaged 6 yards a run. Talk about them as a whole. Second quarter is a little bit over 7 yards a run. Third quarter, nearly 10 yards per run. That's what you're talking about, the cumulative effect. The body blows that pay dividends later. So we look at the 2003 rush yards of quarters 1 through 3. That's because he barely plays in the fourth quarter.
First down and 10 at the 34. Here's Gordon again with a stutter step. Gets through the hole, keeps his legs turning, and picks up a first down.
Watch how Melvin Gordon finds the hole. The eyes will carry the feet where they need to go. He sees it, steps through, and now look how he bounces off the tackle from Tyvis Powell as well.
Stabby setting up deep in the pocket, near side, and he's got his favorite receiver as Alex Erickson, who's coming off a monster game against Minnesota. 5 catches, 160 yards. He drew 2 pass interference penalties as well. Alex Erickson coming into this season only had 9 catches.
And remember, he had a big 70-yarder against Minnesota to help break things open and help Wisconsin come back. Andy Ludwig gave him a nice first down throw there when they had good field position to go against the grain and Ohio State's defense prepping for the run.
That was his 45th catch of the season. Corey Clement in at running back. Play fake. Stabby rolling out of the pocket, looking for Erickson. No! Picked off! Von Bell says, give it here and don't say nothing.
So Von Bell is covering here in the slot. Now watch how he ends up cluing back towards the quarterback. See how he's still looking and looking, and now he just sits there in the zone, reads the eyes the whole way, and falls back off of his coverage area, back into where the throw was to Kenzel Doe, and gets the interception. The whole way, Von Bell kept his eyes on the quarterback and made the play.
5th interception of the year for Bell. He had one last week against Michigan. First down and 10 of the 41. Here's the option. And Cardale Jones trying to get his legs under him, folks. Remember, he is starting for the first time in his career.
I still say as this game goes on, the adjustment that will be made by Tom Herman, offensive coordinator, Urban Meyer, head coach, who has heavy influence on play calling. More straight-ahead power runs with Cardale Jones rather than lateral stuff. Yes, he can get going when you get him out into some open space, but I think the power game, him running straight ahead, will have more effect.
Marshall in motion. 2nd and 14 after the 4-yard loss. Here's Jones. Lets it rip and has his man Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas still on the move, and Michael Thomas down at the 40. With Derek Landish with the tackle, but it's a 23-yard gain.
You remember what they told Cardale Jones? Let your teammates help you out. And on that throw, Michael Thomas did exactly that. That ball was high and should have been over his head. He went up and elevated it. And then look at the run after catch. Made 2 people miss there before Landish finally gets him on the ground.
First down and 10 of the 40 for Ohio State. And you can see the confidence growing for Cardale Jones. He'll drop back with time. Lets it go deep. Marshall! Tackled inside the 10. Darius Hillary with the stop. Who is this kid, Charles Davis? He doesn't look like he's playing for the first time.
First time in a big-time game. But, boy, he was ready for the moment, wasn't he?
First and goal at the 8. Jones straight ahead, and he'll pick up a couple.
And go back to that play, Gus. This offensive line has grown up. Joel Klatt said in the pregame show that this offensive line gave up 7 sacks against Virginia Tech. How about since then? They haven't given up 7 sacks in the last 5 games. This offensive line has grown up, and they're helping their young quarterback.
And the young quarterback is helping himself. Cardale Jones, the backup to the backup. Coming out in this first quarter, looking awfully strong. Ohio State knocking on the door once again, up 14-zip.
Hi, do you have heliquads?
Heliquads?
Follow me. Toyland, Toyland, ideas for girls and boys, and even Cousin Bob, who's 43 and lives at home. Such a joyland, they'll be inspired, it's so grand. This is where you always start when you're wanting to give smart.
Wow.
Save up to 50% on smart gifts like headphones, speakers, and toys at Radio Shack.
We let you check 2 bags for free because you plan to look this good all week. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
You do something to me, something that simply mystifies me.
The new Dell Venue 8 tablet with the remarkable power of Intel Inside syncs to other devices without wires, so you can connect in unexpected ways.
You do so well.
Hi, I'm Rob Lowe, and I have DirecTV. And I'm Scrawny Arms Rob Lowe, and I have cable.
DirecTV is the undisputed leader in sports, which means you can watch the games you want to. With cable, I get to watch some of the games I want to. When it comes to sports, with DirecTV, you can have them all. Looks like I'm not having any mayonnaise.
Don't be like this, me. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
All I want to do is create a legacy.
I want half my company back. In this business, there's a price you can't pay.
Fox 19 now, 10 o'clock news. Chief Meteorologist Steve Horstmeyer, helping you plan for tomorrow tonight.
Looking at this map tonight is what helps you plan your day tomorrow.
Fox 19 now investigates. Cincinnati's largest investigative team. Exposing, revealing, uncovering.
I got the statement, yeah, but it didn't answer any of my questions.
Trisha Mackey, Scott Schneider.
See the difference.
Tonight.
Fox 19 now at 10. First at 10, best at 10.
And welcome back to Indianapolis. The 2014 Big Ten Championship game on Fox. Ohio State with 224 yards of offense in the first quarter. Jones 5 of 6, 111 yards and a touchdown. And I tell you what, if you want to play quarterback, you need to play for this man.
Alex Smith, Braxton Miller, Tim Tebow, Chris Leak.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line. Jones handing it off to Samuel over the left side. And he will power his way to the 1-yard line as Marcus Trotter makes the tackle.
And they want to go a little bit quicker. Look at the sideline for Ohio State. Go, go, go. They want to move it along and keep pounding away against the number 2 ranked defense, number 4 ranked defense in scoring, and they're carving them up.
And this will go against the Buckeyes, a false start.
False start. Offense number 68. 5-yard penalty. It remains third down.
That's their number 1 offensive lineman, Taylor Decker, who started at right tackle last year. Was the only returning starter when the season began, moving over to left tackle to replace all Big Ten player Jack Muhort.
Third down goal at the 6. Evan Spencer, the receiver, in motion right now. Jones. Got him in. Oh, dropped by Ezekiel Elliott, and Wisconsin will take it.
And that was a touchdown. Play design terrific from Tom Herman. They brought a receiver inside Spencer and got the motion going that way and flashed Elliott out into the open space. He catches that when he walks in. A little bit high, but I still think well thrown enough that Elliott thinks he should have had it, as well as the Ohio State coaching staff.
So the field goal unit on for the Buckeyes. Sean Nurenberger will come in to attempt a 23-yarder. And it's good. Opening moments of the second quarter, Ohio State with a 17-0 lead over Wisconsin.
Fill my head with the future, fill my eyes with the sky. The whole of my life get left behind, but I've never felt more alive. Talking on a bad connection, think I might have used the wire.
The 38-mile-per-gallon highway Nissan Altima. Now nothing is beyond your reach. Now get great offers on the 38 mpg highway Nissan Altima.
Nissan, innovation that excites.
Yes! Let the holiday season begin. I'm on the roof, you're in the attic.
Hun, I can't even tie my shoes at this point.
Okay, I'll tie your shoes, I'll go to the attic, and I'm on the roof.
Finding some gems up here. Who's this little girl?
Stay focused, please.
Bingo! Merry Christmas!
Just bring him downstairs. Sleigh ride together with you. How's it going up there? Do you have enough lights?
Yeah, I don't know if we have enough roof.
You think a little more snow would make it look real?
Okay, so fall blizzard. Well, that might be too close to the tree, huh?
What is that?
It's mistletoe. Deal with it.
It's cheating. Oh, it's beautiful. You know what this gets me in the mood for?
Oh, absolutely.
Rush hour around here starts at 6:30 a.m. on the nose. But for me, it starts with the opening bell. And the rush I get lasts way more than an hour.
At Scottrade, we share your passion for trading. That's why we've built powerful technology to alert you to your next opportunity. Because at Scottrade, our passion is to power yours.
We're Countdown Country's biggest songs by country's biggest stars when Florida Georgia Line hosts the American Country Countdown Awards live Monday, December 15th on Fox.
You're watching Fox. See Exodus, Gods and Kings in theaters Friday.
Here's the Nissan Heisman Watch featuring Marcus Mariota, the silky smooth quarterback from Oregon. How about Amari Cooper from Alabama, the wide receiver who put them in the SEC title game, shredding Auburn. And the guy we're watching tonight, the best running back in the country, Melvin Gordon. There's your Nissan Heisman Watch. And look at some other guys, candidates. How about today, Trevon Boykin, 460 yards passing as TCU put up 55 in their win. J.T. Barrett is definitely a Heisman contender. What a year for the first-year starter at Ohio State before breaking his ankle. And Jameis Winston, all he does is win football games, and he's a defending Heisman Trophy winner. There's J.T. Barrett. The headset's on as he tries to help out Cardale Jones. And so far, what help he's providing is working quite well.
Kyle Clinton will kick it off for Ohio State. Kenzel Doe back deep. He'll get a chance from the 2. And Doe crossing the 20, still on his feet at the 25, and finally tackle forward at the 30.
Now here's a look at Wisconsin's season timeline. Allowed 21 unanswered to end the game against LSU and blew a 24-7 lead in the season opener and lost. And then they lose the Big Ten opener against Northwestern and drop out of the polls. Gary Anderson's team looking rough at that point, but then they started to accelerate. Shutout win at Rutgers. They're back into the polls at number 25 and 4-1 in the conference. And how about finishing in style? A 7-game winning streak, including Melvin Gordon's FBS single-game rushing record of 408 yards against the Black Shirts of Nebraska.
So Gordon back on the field. Wisconsin with the 1st and 10 at the 30. Gordon, 10 carries, 51 yards as we start the second quarter. Wheelwright in motion. Gordon running right. Joey Bosa says no. What a season it's been for Joey Bosa.
Talk about a guy with 20.5 tackles for loss coming into the game. 13.5 sacks. That's 4th in the nation. A complete defensive end. The defensive lineman of the year, defensive player of the year in the Big Ten. We saw him in this game last year. I remember remarking to you on one commercial. How many times have you called Joey Bosa's name tonight?
Well, we certainly.
And that's before he got hurt and couldn't finish the game. What a man-child playing defensive end for Ohio State.
2nd and 10 at the 30. Stavy to throw it. Under pressure, and Stavy sacked. Who's back there? It looks like Michael Bennett and Rashad Frazier combining on the sack. And that's just the 10th sack against Wisconsin this season.
And Luke Fickell went zone blitz. Watch Bosa drop out, but then watch the rush end up getting. Bosa goes out and covers in the flat. But what a pass rush coming right at him. Number 17, Rashad Frazier, was the first force guy, and that allowed Michael Bennett to come in and finish things off against Stavy.
Bennett wearing that number 53 tonight, as you mentioned, Charles, for Costa Cara George. 3rd down and 17 at the 23. Stavy didn't expect the snap. He'll wind up and incomplete. Wisconsin unraveling a bit here in the 2nd quarter.
And this game right now is being dictated. Yes, the Ohio State offense is playing awfully well, but it's being dictated by the Ohio State defense, because they're forcing Wisconsin to turn the ball over and give Ohio State good field position, something the Buckeyes have worked on and earned all year long. Better field position than their opponents throughout the season.
3rd punt of the game for Drew Meyer inside his own 10. Jalen Marshall camping under it and has it at the 35. Cardale Jones again back on the field. Ohio State with a 17-0 lead.
Listen, that's destiny calling. Stand with your alliance, and there's nothing to fear other than what's about to come out of those trees.
Game of War. Play for free now from the App Store.
I'm a cheap bungee cord. This guy bought me at the gas station. I'm perfect for holding down the lid on a box of sweaters. But 800 pounds of tailgating gear? Nah. And if you have cut rate insurance, the biggest hit of the day could be to your wallet. So get an Allstate agent and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Lowe's presents How to Sing a Duet.
Bells, bells, all the way.
Get this Bosch router or lithium-ion drill for $99 at Lowe's.
Miller invented light beer, and that changed everything. Great taste deserved great packaging, which led to new packaging, improved packaging, and ultimately, too many improvements, which led us back to our original look. Miller Lite. We invented light beer. You're welcome.
The Big Ten Championship on Fox is sponsored by Game of War. Play free now. (17-0). Ohio State with the lead here in the 2nd quarter.
Take a good look there. This is what J.T. Barrett was going into in his first game. 4 offensive linemen making their first start. A sophomore running back who had never started. And then as the season progressed, and now we're at Cardale Jones' first game. Those offensive linemen have grown up. Ezekiel Elliott is a 1,000-yard running back.
1st down and 10 at the 37. Jones to throw it. He'll whip one to the far side. On the money, Michael Thomas. I tell you what, he's got a Jamarcus Russell arm.
That's a big league gun now. There's no doubt about it. And I know when we were getting ready for this game, Molly McGrath, our partner, she told me that the Ohio State players, you know what they call him? 12 gauge.
That's right.
Because of that gun that he has as a right arm wearing number 12.
First down and 10 of the 47. Elliott, he'll run left with blockers. Ezekiel Elliott again early. And he'll tumble forward, get close to that first down marker as Derek Landish threw himself under the chariot, as well as Derek Tindall.
He's not just a terrific ball carrier. You look at the yardage he's accumulated already tonight. When your offensive coordinator says that this guy plays with the best effort without the football in his hands of anyone in the country, that tells you how the coaching staff feels about it. You watch him on tape in pass protection. You watch him catching the ball. You'll watch guys make big plays away from the ball, and he'll be downfield blocking and helping them.
Now he'll line up as a wide receiver. Jones dropping back, going for it. Oh! Oh, my goodness!
Devin Smith again! 44 yards! Cardale Jones, baby! Remember the first touchdown? It was a slot receiver named Devin Smith. How about the second one? They get a matchup they really like. Rocker step to freeze the defense, and then he goes over the top against the freshman, true freshman, Derek Tindall. And what a perfectly thrown football. Jones has a strong arm, but better touch than he's been given credit for.
Nuremberger extra point. Cardale Jones, first collegiate start. 7 of 9. 166 yards, 2 touchdowns for the
I got a woman and a kid 200 yards out moving towards the convoy. Yeah, she's got a grenade. She's saying to the kid, "You got eyes on this? Can you confirm?"
Negative. Your call.
They fry you if you're wrong.
If you think this war isn't changing you, you're wrong.
Rated R. With T-Mobile and iPhone 6, you can make Wi-Fi calls beyond the reach of cellular networks.
Hey, Brandon, what's up?
So you can talk from down here.
Smile for Grandma.
Or text pictures from up here.
Okay, there we go. Should we send a photo?
You can even make calls way over here. Talk and text with anyone, anywhere there's a Wi-Fi connection. Wi-Fi calling on iPhone 6, only from T-Mobile.
Fill my head with the future, fill my eyes with the sky. The whole of my life get left behind, but I never felt more alive. Talking on that connection, think I might have used a while.
The 38-mile-per-gallon highway Nissan Altima. Now nothing is beyond your reach. Now get great offers on the 38 mpg highway Nissan Altima.
Nissan, innovation that excites.
Retirement solutions from New York Life can help you keep good going.
Only Pizza Hut's new menu takes flavor to the edge. Get any one of our 10 new crust flavors for free, like toasted Asiago crust, salted pretzel crust, or fiery red pepper crust for free. Order now and score 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Get it all at pizzahut.com.
Overeem, Nate Diaz, and ex-heavyweight champ Junior Dos Santos. The biggest fight card in broadcast television history. UFC Fight Night next Saturday, free and on Fox.
Coming up on the Dr. Pepper halftime, Florida State's tenuous hold on a top 4 spot being challenged right now by Georgia Tech. Baylor in action and trying to move up a couple spots. And how will the Buckeyes be viewed by the College Football Playoff Committee? We'll discuss. We'll see you at the break. Gus, Charles, see you then.
Maybe you can give us a preview, Charles.
They're gonna. Let me just tell you something. They're going to view them extremely favorably, watching what they're seeing out of Ohio State. A team with 3 listed players as starting quarterbacks and up 24-0 here in the Big Ten championship game. That can't be viewed any way but favorably at this point in time.
Ogunbowale back deep for Wisconsin along with Kenzel Doe. And this will be Doe in the end zone. And he takes a knee. Now let's go to Los Angeles and check in with Greg Wolf.
Guys, back in Charlotte at the ACC Championship, the Noles have been playing from behind all night, but they have answered each time. Jameis Winston finds Rashad Green, 44-yard touchdown. Number 4, Florida State. Number 11, Georgia Tech. All tied up at 21 in the second. Gus, Charles, back to you.
They can't get 2 scores down if you're Florida State. That's where the issue comes in with the triple option of Georgia Tech. Earlier this year, Georgia Tech played Miami. You know how many possessions Miami got in the second half total?
How many?
3. So when they start taking care of the football and hiding it on you, that's a problem. So Florida State, if they're down, they better keep answering, because if it's 2 touchdowns, they're in major trouble.
Well, Wisconsin in major trouble now. They need to answer on this drive. First down and 10. And here's a handoff to Corey Clement, and Clement picks up 2 yards on the play. Darren Lee, we've been mentioning his name a lot here in this first half, makes the tackle.
And he's benefiting from the big defensive front and active defensive front of Ohio State. What they're doing is occupying the excellent offensive line of Wisconsin. Rashad Frazier, 17. 53 is Michael Bennett. 92, Adolphus Washington. 59, Tyquan Lewis in the game. And they're allowing guys like Darren Lee, Joshua Perry, to become free hitters, and they are making plays.
Second down and 8 at the 27. And this is McAvoy running the football.
Take a look at the defensive front of Ohio State and watch how they occupy the offensive line of Wisconsin. See, there's no movement there. Now, here comes McAvoy. Watch what happens at the end of it. Frazier closes it down, constricts the lane. Joshua Perry, number 37, never touched, comes in to help make the tackle.
Brings up third down and 6 at the 29. This is the biggest Wisconsin deficit since 2008 in the Citrus Bowl against Florida State. They'll throw it. Stavi down the field, and nobody there. Alex Erickson, closest man to the football, and the Badgers have to punt it away.
And the story coming into the game was that Wisconsin had defense taken care of. Ohio State struggling a bit, especially against big-time runners. Tonight, that script has been flipped on its head, because Ohio State is dominating on the defensive side of the ball, and has Wisconsin all out of sorts trying to run their offense.
4th punt of the night for Drew Meyer at his own 14-yard line. Jalen Marshall at his 30. Here's Marshall. Wants to run it this time. And Marshall knocked backwards. Good special teams coverage by the Badgers. 9:28 to play, second quarter. Ohio State with the lead and the football after this.
The 38-mile-per-gallon highway Nissan Altima. Now nothing is beyond your reach. Now get great offers on the 38 mpg highway Nissan Altima.
Nissan, innovation that excites.
The training staff says it's only a strain, but from the looks of it...
Here you go. Diet Dr. Pepper, just the way you like it.
Thanks, Larry.
Tastes like a touchdown, 0 calories, 7 points of flavor. What are you kidding me? Hello, America. I'm Larry Culpepper. I invented the college football playoff.
That's not true, Larry.
Well, I got evidence. Look at this. The original bracket blueprint.
Larry, that is a napkin, and you gotta go.
What? I just gave you Diet Dr. Pepper.
Thank you. I love it.
All right.
Things could definitely turn around in the second half.
Tastes like a touchdown.
Oh.
Let's go. Dr. Pepper here.
Take a deep breath in and exhale. And a gentle wave-like motion. Liberate your spine.
Affleck.
And reach, toes blossoming.
Not that great at yoga.
Yeah, but when I slipped a disc, he paid my claim in just 4 days.
4 days?
Yep.
See why speed matters at Aflac.com.
The Big Ten Championship on Fox is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Here's to a one-of-a-kind season. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind. And by Nissan, innovation that excites. Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway is coming up at halftime, so stay tuned to see who will take home $100,000 in tuition from Dr. Pepper. First down at 10 of the 31 for Ohio State and Cardale Jones. And Jones handing it off on first down to Ezekiel Elliott. And Elliott will gain about a yard on the play. Zakzewski with the tackle in the middle for the Badgers.
Well done on Conrad's name. Conrad Zakzewski. Saw him at practice the other day, and I was trying to get his name correct, and he said, make sure you get it right, otherwise my grandmother will be a little upset with you.
Well, you don't want grandma mad.
He said, if I get it right, though, she'll cook for me.
Uh-oh. Second down and 9. Jones. Another laser, and it's Evan Spencer. Last year, they tell the story about Cardale Jones being here practicing before the Big Ten Championship game on one knee at midfield and throwing the ball almost through the uprights.
Yeah, you can see why. You can see how that would be a true story. This arm is impressive in terms of strength, but what's most impressive to me tonight is accuracy. And he threw some touch on the last touchdown pass to Devin Smith. He's not just throwing it through his receivers, he's throwing it to them.
First down at 10, pump fake again. Jones, this time he'll check down and find his receiver, and it's Corey Smith. Smith wrestling his way all the way down inside Wisconsin territory for a gain of 21. Derek Landish got there first for the Badgers.
I loved your description. Watch Cardale Jones in the pocket. You just talked about him checking it down. Watch him survey the field, looking deeper, and then coming down to Corey Smith as he ran a little shallow cross, little drag route right in front of him. Came down off of the deep receiver, hit Smith. Smith turns it into a bigger play. Cardale Jones, fully engaged, fully comfortable, and easy in the saddle right now.
327 yards of offense so far for the Buckeyes. First and 10 at the 34. Jones. And he hits his man, Devin Smith, again. And Devin Smith out of bounds inside the 25. What are they doing in terms of Jones and his footwork when he drops back to pass? It looks like an unorthodox way to throw the ball.
Are you talking about the rocker step that you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Well, what he's doing is what you saw Tim Tebow do, what you saw Dak Prescott at Mississippi State do. It's called a rocker step. They catch the ball, they bend forward like they're approaching the line of scrimmage on a running play. That hides him behind the offensive line, and it freezes the defense because they think he's going to run the ball. And then he steps back, and it gives receivers time downfield to make their move, and he scored twice with big shots off of that play.
On first down, steps up in the pocket, now he'll run it. Cardale Jones has that ball high and tight, and he is taken down inside the 15.
So here's the rocker step you're talking about. See that right there? Frees the defense, and then he steps back, gets excellent protection, and Devin Smith makes the big play. There it is again. And how about this throw and touch? Bam! Hits Devin Smith. Go back and watch Tim Tebow's tapes at Florida under Urban Meyer. You'll see that exact same look. Watch Dak Prescott, Mississippi State with Dan Mullen, the former offensive coordinator at Florida. The same look.
Second and 2 at the 14. Tebow never threw it like this. Here's Zeke Elliott. Second touchdown of the day for Zeke Elliott, and Ohio State taking Wisconsin to the woodshed here in the first half.
And this isn't just any team. This is the #2 ranked defense in the country. #4 ranked defense in scoring in the country. And this Ohio State offense is absolutely dismantling the Wisconsin team this evening.
Sean Nurenberger in for the extra point.
This is impressive.
And it's good.
Hello, playoff committee. You got your work cut out for you now.
I am Metro, because everything I do needs to be fast.
I run nationwide.
On the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network.
I'll pay $40. No surprises.
I am Metro, because I have to be fast, and fast wins.
Riding on that nationwide T-Mobile network.
It's not rocket science. Fast nationwide for $40, period. Foxy outfit. Welcome to Burger King, home of the Yumbo sandwich.
This is Burger King, right?
I don't even know where I am right now.
What is going on? What is the Yumbo? That's one of the best things that came out of the 70s. It's like sandwich gold.
The Yumbo from back in the day is back with Black Forest ham and melted cheese. Now on our 2 for $5 menu, baby. Only at Burger King.
Yumbo.
Yes, folks, that is the right score. 31-0 Ohio State with 6:36 to play in the second quarter.
Everyone came into the weekend trying to get into the playoff four, and what did everyone talk about? Who would make an impression on the committee? Style points, for lack of a better term. Ohio State is making as good an impression as you could make in a big game.
They're knocking around the number 2 defense and the best running back in the nation. Doe comes up to field it at the 9. And Doe dropped at the 15. And that's Eric Smith with the tackle on special teams. Let's go to L.A. for a game break.
Well, as Charles mentioned earlier, the playoff committee with difficult decisions ahead. Ohio State winning big. TCU rolled earlier. Number 6, Baylor in a dogfight. Jake Waters to Zach Trujillo. 36-yard score. Baylor added a field goal late. They lead 24-14 at the half. Gus, Charles, back to you.
Bryce Petty for Baylor, their star quarterback, coming off a concussion, said he was fine.
And so far has his team out to a 10-point lead. Remember, the Kansas State team that Baylor's beating right now is number 9 in the playoff committee poll.
First down and 10 to the 17. Play fake, Stavi looking deep. Underneath and incomplete. Erickson, the intended receiver.
And when you're struggling and you need plays made, it's hard to get them, isn't it? Stavi did a nice job in the pocket, hung in there tough, and delivered a strike to Erickson, who was unable to haul it in, and that's unusual for him.
Only 74 yards of offense for the Badgers with 6:23 to go in the second quarter. Second down and 10. Melvin Gordon, the single setback. Gordon. And Gordon still on his feet. Tries to get outside and is taken down. Eli Apple.
This is an example of getting 11 people to the football. It appears that they stop him there. Rashad Frazier, number 17, was first, but when he bounced out, no one lost contain. The assignments didn't break down for Ohio State, and the pursuit stayed active, and Apple finished off the best runner in the country.
Makes it third down and 13 at the 14-yard line. Badgers need to go to the 27 for a first down. Stavi over the middle. Incomplete. Arneson, the intended receiver, out of his tight end position. That ball thrown high, and Tyvis Powell was there defensively for the Bucks.
Right now, the Ohio State defense, this is like a cobra, right? Striking. This is like one of those snakes that squeezes you to death, right? I mean, that's what's happening. They've constricted everything that Wisconsin is doing, and right now they can't find their way out.
Jalen Marshall at the 45, ready to return it. End over end kick. Marshall fields it on the run. Marshall trying to break free and is finally tackled at the 45. Let's take a look at how Ohio State got here this year.
Well, it all began. Braxton Miller out for the season with a torn right labrum. That happened in practice in preseason 12 days before the first game. They end up losing their second game of the year at home against Virginia Tech, one of the better defenses in the country. J.T. Barrett, a tough night, getting sacked 7 times. But then how about a statement? Winning at number 8 Michigan State, the preseason favorite in the Big Ten. And then they beat Michigan, but lose J.T. Barrett for the rest of the season. Dislocated, broken right ankle. And it set the stage for where we are tonight. The coming out party for Cardale Jones.
First down for Jones at his own 48-yard line. An embarrassment of riches at quarterback for Ohio State. Here's Jones handing it off. Elliott jitterbugging. And Zeke Elliott gets inside Wisconsin territory as Darius Hillary and Michael Caputo combine on the tackle. And there's an injured Badger on the far side. We'll take a quick break. 5:04 to play, second quarter. Back to Neptown after this.
Let's go! Dr. Pepper, let's go! So college football thinks they need a selection committee to choose the top 25. Should have just called this football expert, because I analyze every aspect of the game. Green turf, blue turf. Strength of schedule. 10 teams in the Big 12. 3 Tigers in the SEC. Pac-12 boys play past my bedtime. Could be any one of them ACC teams.
And those Golden Domers.
Behold my top 25. Wait a minute, there's 14 teams in the Big 10? That makes no sense. Let's go, Dr. Pepper, hip! Gotta get back to work.
The number 2 defense in the country, number 4 against scoring, is Wisconsin coming into tonight. Look at what Ohio State has done to those numbers this evening. Absolutely obliterated it. The biggest one, of course, the 31 points that they've scored. But look at what they've done in every other aspect. Wisconsin, a proud, excellent defense. Dave Aranda, their defensive coordinator, has had them playing at a high level all year long. But boy, oh boy, this has been tough for them tonight. Looks like Konrad Zagzebski, the defensive tackle, down right now.
All right, while we're waiting for him to get to his feet, let's check in with Los Angeles.
Guys, back in Charlotte, number 4 Florida State has their first lead of the night. Jameis Winston finds Rashad Green. Winston's thrown for over 200 yards already. The Noles lead the Yellow Jackets 28-21 at the half. Gus, Charles, back to you.
Boy, the good thing for Florida State now is trying to play from the front against Georgia Tech. And that's Dave Aranda, the defensive coordinator, who's done a fantastic job this season. You saw the numbers. Coming into the game, they're giving up less than 17 points per game. Ohio State has 31 in the first half. That tells you how well Ohio State is playing, the high level they are executing with Cardale Jones at quarterback. This is a proud Wisconsin Badgers defense that has no answers thus far.
And they're not going to get off the gas, are they?
No, not at all. This is a night for statements for all teams trying to get into the playoff 4. Ohio State, if possible, will score as much as they possibly can.
2nd and 7 to the 49. And they'll hand it off. Elliott trying to go outside, stays on his feet. Elliott now bounces into the sideline and goes out of bounds as Darius Hillary knocks him out of bounds. But Zeke Elliott, some nice running after contact.
And what a tremendous block downfield by Jalen Marshall, because he held the stalk block against the defender for a long time. He was into that block when Elliott was being contacted in the backfield.
3rd down and 2 at the 44. And once again, they'll run it straight ahead. Elliott, 47% of Elliott's 1,182 yards have come after contact.
That tells you what type of a runner he is. The legs never stop. He runs behind his pads, as coaches are fond of saying, with excellent vision and toughness. And so far tonight, he's shown every bit of that as well. And you know what else we have not seen tonight? Is Jalen Marshall come back to the Wildcat position as a quarterback. Cardale Jones has performed so well, they have not had to go to any type of relief to help him this evening.
They may take a shot right here. 1st down and 10 at the 40. Here's Jones. Looking. Jones. He's got another man open, and finally he makes a mistake. Evan Spencer broke open late, and Jones just couldn't put it on him.
Yeah, watch Spencer at the top of your screen, number 6. One of the better blocking wide receivers you'll see. A little stop and go, and he has him out there and doesn't hit him. He actually threw the ball inside and was fortunate that Peniel Jean did not come over and make an interception on the play. That ball's thrown to the outside. Devin Spencer walks into the end zone.
And that's what Urban Meyer was motioning with his hands. Get it out, Cardale.
Good play call, by the way, there, Gus. Had it nailed.
2nd and 10 at the 40. Jones. Now he'll sprint out of the pocket and run it himself. Oh, what a block on the far side by Corey Smith.
And we're going to get a penalty flag on the play. And I wouldn't be surprised to see it go against Ohio State and Corey Smith for that block.
Is this targeting?
It may be targeting.
Joe Schobert.
We'll see. But it may be also the defenseless defender getting blocked on a blindside shot. Didn't we see this a couple of years ago with Wisconsin and Nebraska?
Yes, we did.
The officiating crew getting together to talk it over.
Our Mike Pereira, our rules analyst, is in Los Angeles. He joins us now. Michael, your thoughts on this block?
Well, I think there's no question it's targeting. We're going to see what they say, but he led with the crown of the helmet, and he made helmet-to-helmet contact. So you had a pretty tough shot there, and I know they're discussing this to see what they might have, but if they call this targeting, I got news for you, it will stay as targeting.
And are we talking targeting against the quarterback?
Personal foul. Targeting, number 84 of the offense. 15-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down. The play is under further review.
So this was the blindside block, guys. It was the blindside block behind the action on 84. And again, now, if this goes to review, it's going to go to review, and I think it'll stay as confirmed because it got helmet-to-helmet shot. Then he's going to be out for the rest of this half and will be out for the second half, but will not be out for the first half of the of their next game, the bowl game, because it is in the first half of this game.
But, Mike, here's my question. Corey Smith, I would question that that's targeting. And here's why. I didn't see helmet in there. I saw shoulder. The helmet-to-helmet contact was Cardale Jones and Sojourn Shelton after the downfield. I saw shoulder.
I think you have helmet-to-helmet. I'm taking a look at the one shot here from behind as we're all looking at it in here, and I do think there is really helmet contact. And I think that's what they're going to have to look in there now. If they determine that it's incidental contact, that the force of the block is with the shoulder, they may lay off of it and take off the foul. But based on the types of targeting that we have seen, I don't think they will. I think they're likely to stay with the call.
And it looks like Smith tried to lead with his shoulder, Michael.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. And
there it is right there. He's dipping his shoulder. And after shoulder contact, then the helmets collide.
To me, Mike, I would argue that they need to take off the targeting.
Here it comes.
After further review, there was a targeting foul. Number 84 is disqualified. 15-yard penalty.
Mike was right as usual because he is the expert. I would disagree that it would go that way myself, but I get where you're coming from totally, Mike.
Yeah, and what I don't think you can do is take it off there. I mean, because the call was targeting, and it does in the rules say forcible contact with the helmet, and I think you have that. Even though you had shoulder contact also, you do have forcible contact with the helmet, and that's what they're looking at in replay, and that's why they confirmed it in replay.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike. You educate us every time you come on here. What was interesting to me was, as that play continued, Cardale Jones and Sojourn Shelton went helmet to helmet, and no one discussed it.
So that makes it 2nd down and 24 at the 46 as Corey Smith is sent to the locker room. And a handoff going to Elliott. And Zeke Elliott finally stuffed as Marcus Trotter and Peniel Jean make the tackle.
Jeff Hireman, who wears number 5 and is an all Big Ten tight end, second team, has not been targeted at all tonight. I'm wondering if they want to get him involved in this game, although not likely at 3rd and 24.
3rd down, 24. Jones bobbling the snap and has to go down. So Ohio State will punt the ball away as Cameron Johnston comes back onto the field.
Did you feel the air whoosh out of the Ohio State offense after that call? They had everything going, momentum going well. Felt like a big-time play, big-time hit. The call goes against them, and the momentum went zoosh right on out to the benefit of Wisconsin.
So Johnston will punt from the 23-yard line. Last time he punted, the only time he punted, for 73 yards, a career long. He's an Australian rules punter from Australia. This time he punts it the conventional way and delivers a missile. Oh my goodness, what a punt with English. 59 yards.
Australian rules type of a punt, conventional punt. Pick it. He's probably over in the sideline telling Coach Meyer, you tell me which way you want it. I'll drop it down there inside the 5 for you. He told us at practice the other day that if he asked Cameron Johnston to hit a certain spot in their indoor facility, he'd probably do it 8 out of 10 times.
Wow.
He said, but he can do it really on the run best because that's what he's trained for. Conventionally, not so much. Well, not tonight. He hit it conventionally awfully well.
So Wisconsin backed up deep again. Melvin Gordon running the football. Prior to that run, 12 carries, 49 yards. Stavi has struggled. He's 3 of 10 for 25 yards and an interception. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, the Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway, $100,000 in tuition on the line.
Let's see what Ohio State wants to do with their timeouts here. After this play, if they stuff them again, they may start using their timeouts to try and get one more shot here before the half's over.
Ohio State with 2 timeouts remaining. Play fake. Stavi delivers. And it's complete. As Sam Arneson makes the reception.
Good poise by Stavi in the pocket. No one open initially. Got good blocking from his offensive line. Waited for Arneson to come free and delivered.
So first down. Stavi under pressure and sack. Frazier in the backfield again. Sack of the day for the Buckeyes.
And he's been coming roaring off the edge because they've been moving Joey Bosa around a little bit. And Frazier's been coming in and filling in at the defensive end spot. Also filling in for Steve Miller, number 88. Frazier, 17 to the left side, working on number 61. Tyler Merritt's and beats his upfield shoulder and gets to Stavi. Almost strips the ball out. Look at him work the ball free. Stavi able to come up with it.
50 seconds and counting. Second down and 18. Gordon. And Gordon lost it. Bosa. Touchdown Buckeyes. Bloodthirsty. This committee got a lot of work to do between now and tomorrow.
As the results pour in. And what will be interesting is what if there are no spots from last week's 4? You know, is Ohio State's performance worthy enough to warrant them moving someone out and them in? That's a possibility.
Extra point good. 36 seconds of play in the first half. The bloodthirsty Buckeyes just putting it on Wisconsin.
You do something to me, something that simply mystifies me.
The new Dell Venue 8 tablet, with the remarkable power of Intel Inside, syncs to other devices without wires, so you can connect in unexpected ways.
Welcome back. Ohio State with a 38-0 lead, closing moments of the first half.
And they've about reached their season average here in the first half. 44 points per game. That Penn State team in '94, Kajana Carter, Kerry Collins. How about Ohio State? And boy, oh boy, and the Wisconsin fans stunned, shocked, hurt. A tough evening for Wisconsin.
And a tough evening for Melvin Gordon. Clinton will kick it off. Doe back deep. This one fielded by the up back inside the 20-yard line. And it's Troy Fumagalli returning it for Wisconsin.
Yeah, this is now take a knee and get out of here, Wisconsin. I mean, that's where you are. 30 seconds to go in the half. When your #1 player puts it on the deck and Ohio State capitalize on your last possession and you're down here in this territory, I don't think you bother with it at this point. I know what the score is, and I know they need points, but you got to get out of there and regroup.
A tribal atmosphere here in Indianapolis. The Ohio State Buckeye fans are feeling very good about their team's performance right now. Stavi stepping up under pressure and sacked again. Flag on the play. Steve Miller got him from behind.
I really don't understand what they're doing. I get it being down 38, but that ball almost came free again on the sack by Ohio State.
Personal foul, hands in the face. Defense number 92, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's Adolphus Washington.
So he'll be inside, working against Llewellyn, number 73, right in here. But look at this from the backside. Stavi fortunate to hold on to the ball.
20 seconds ago, Stavi under pressure and just gets rid of it. Tyquan Lewis applying the pressure for the Bucks.
And guess what? If they throw the ball again and don't exhaust the clock, you're at 4th down. Could be one last play for Ohio State if you punt it to them.
Second down and long.
Excuse me. Okay, so I was off then on a down. My apologies.
Stavi over the middle, and it's caught. Nice catch and run out of bounds by Alex Erickson with 6 seconds to play in the first half.
So where did he go out? At the 39?
Yeah, they're going to say it's about the 38.
Okay, so they need a little more to try and get range if they want to even try and get on the board. Nürnberger's longest on the year is 49. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Gagliardone, his longest on the year is 51.
And Ohio State calls a timeout with 6 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different.
Fill my head with the future, fill my eyes with the sky. The whole of my life get left behind, but I've never felt more alive. Talking on a bad connection, think I might have used the wild.
The 38 mile per gallon highway Nissan Altima. Now nothing is beyond your reach. Now get great offers on the 38 mpg highway Nissan Altima. Nissan, innovation that excites.
The Brazilian Rafael Gagliardone, as you mentioned, Charles, has been good from 51 yards.
Season opener against LSU. And his coach told us in our meeting with him that he felt good with him up to 55. And I was told through another source that he could be good up to 60. So right now, he is within that 55, 56-yard range if they have to kick it from this yard line.
He'll stay on the sideline right now. Stave. And broken up. And that's the end of the first half. More pressure being applied by Ohio State. How about Cardale Jones in his first start? An incredible first half, 10 of 13, 211 and 2 touchdowns. Buckeyes up big.
To the right.
This way? No, your other right. No. What's this?
There's a new addition to the WXI Xmas tree this year. Kara Sewell joins Rob Williams and Frank Marzullo on Fox 19 now in the morning, starting December 15th.
See, when we work together, magic happens.
Kara Sewell joins Fox 19 now in the morning, starting December 15th.
Frank, the tree is still crooked.
Hey, I'm Stretch Armstrong. Remember how pumped you were when you got me for the holidays? Well, feel that excited again with the new Honda Accord during Happy Honda Days. It comes with a rear-view camera and Pandora compatibility. Nice. And just look at all this space. Yeah, I still got it. Get something you'll love at the Happy Honda Days sales event, where all 2015 models come standard with a rear-view camera.
I'd love to be on your team again, but...
It was a tough year for everyone. Doesn't matter how good your quarterback and receivers are if you don't have a strong defense.
Yeah, we need a stronger team.
We got to get it right this year.
I know.
Tell us, what went wrong in round 4 of the draft?
Well, I was feeling great about our team.
Go on.
And my internet just wasn't up to it, right? I couldn't get my fantasy draft off in time.
Your team should be as reliable as your internet. With Time Warner Cable, you can get everyday low-price internet for just $14.99 a month, and it's not a promotional price.
Wait. Everyday low-price internet for just $14.99 a month?
Absolutely. With Time Warner Cable, it's just $14.99 a month.
Victor, if I get Time Warner Cable's reliable internet, can you give my fantasy team another shot?
Let's win it this year.
Yeah! Oh! Honey, Victor's back.
Call today or visit TWC.com now to get everyday low-price internet for only $14.99 a month. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
Fox 19 now at 10. First at 10, best at 10.
My finger slipped.
A very merry Sunday fun day.
This is what happens when you're naughty!
Ring in the season with 4 new episodes. So much for Christmas magic. That will smack you with holiday cheer.
Sorry, we were under the mistletoe. That's lettuce caught in a spider's web.
A very merry Sunday fun day tomorrow on Fox.
Welcome to the Dr. Pepper Big Ten Championship halftime on Fox.
Cardale Jones aired it out. Devin Smith called it in. The first of their 2 end zone connections. All Buckeyes at the break. How has Jones fared in his first start compared to the 2 Heisman candidates that preceded him? Pretty well, thank you. J.T. Barrett got his first career start this season versus Navy in Baltimore. There's his numbers. Braxton Miller's a little bit more subdued. Bob Stone, Joe Clapp, Dave Wannstedt back here with you on the Dr. Pepper halftime. Hey, how about the quarterback battle shaping up in Columbus for next season? Right. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But, Clatter, what's been your assessment of his first half and his first start?
Yeah, so early success is always paramount for a young quarterback making his first start. And I thought that Cardale Jones got that early on that first 50-50 ball to Devin Smith. It's a little fake, kind of Tim Tebow-esque run fake, and then he throws it up. This is a 50-50 ball in the end zone, and Devin Smith makes a great catch. From then on, it was all about confidence and rhythm. Pass protection was there. He threw the ball accurately down the field, and then there was another 50-50 ball to Devin Smith. This kid's confidence has has just grown with every series and every throw that we've seen so far tonight.
I totally agree with how he's playing. I'm going to give some credit to the offensive line. You know, we know that Wisconsin is a big pressure team, inside, outside. And the offensive line of Ohio State's doing a great job of getting hats on people. And then the play call by the offensive coordinator for Ohio State. And let me ask you this. I was trying to think of all the quarterbacks that they have faced. Wisconsin, I'm as shell-shocked as Gary Anderson is.
Right.
Connor Cook maybe at Michigan State, but I don't think Wisconsin has seen a quarterback throw the ball like this all year, other than maybe Michigan State.
And remember the advantage that Tom Herman, the offensive coordinator, and Urban Meyer had is that Wisconsin, even with that second-ranked defense in the country, had no way to prepare for Cardale Jones.
Right.
This is a different style of offense that we've seen with J.T. Barrett, more along the lines of what we saw with Kenny Guyton last year and those two starts when he was filling in for Braxton Miller.
Wisconsin's strength, their defense and their rushing game. 34 yards rushing at the break. So what's the Ohio State been doing defensively?
You know what? Looking at their scheme, we talked earlier about adding extra linemen, adding extra linebackers. They didn't do that. But what they're doing, they're controlling the line of scrimmage, and they made a commitment by the run by how their linebackers are playing. On the snap of the ball, their linebackers are coming downhill faster than I've seen them all year. Now, they're all in the backfield. They're getting great penetration by their defensive line. There are no cutback lanes. If they had enough time to go play pass, Wisconsin could probably hit them on some big passes. But they are coming downhill awful fast.
It seems like Melvin Gordon is having to make his first cut before he wants to. And that's the perfect way to defend him. Also, the best way to defend Melvin Gordon, have a multiple touchdown lead. Because now, they can't just sit there and feed Melvin Gordon the rock anymore in the second half. It becomes a one-dimensional offense, and it's the one dimension that you don't want to see if you're a Wisconsin fan.
Joel Stave, 5 of 14, 58 yards, and interception. Remember, he got absolutely drilled on the last play of the first half as well. So the Buckeyes doing their job. Are they getting the help they need? We'll have updates from Florida State and Baylor's activities coming up on the backside.
At book club, they were asking me what you're doing now, Janice.
Blogging. Your blog is just pictures of you in a mirror.
It's called a fashion blog, Todd. Well, I've been helping people save money with progressive discounts. Flo, can you get Janice a job?
You should have stuck to softball. I was so much better at softball than Jen is dead.
Where's your wife, Todd?
Vacation.
Discounts like homeowners, multi-policy. I got a discount on this ham.
I've got the meat sweats. It's good ham, Diane.
Paperless discounts. Give it a rest, Flo.
Yeah, Flo, give it a rest, Flo.
We did it.
We did it.
Turn down for what?
It is official. We gave the people what they wanted. The nation's strongest LTE signal. This is a big deal.
Soak it in. Just let it wash over you like a warm bath.
Lieutenant, fire department says you can't smoke here.
Tell the smoking house behind me.
It's despicable.
An alcoholic, lazy.
And yet, I'm in charge.
Backstrom's a savant. How did you know about that?
It's called genius.
Backstrom catches bad guys by putting himself in their head.
I'm a paranoid psychopath. I'm a rat-faced podiatrist. I'm you.
What do you mean you're me?
Oh! I gotta hang up. We're looking for lesbians in a shed.
Fox 19 now, 10 o'clock news. Chief Meteorologist Steve Horstmeyer helping you plan for tomorrow tonight.
Looking at this map tonight is what helps you plan your day tomorrow.
Fox 19 now investigates. Cincinnati's largest investigative team. Exposing, revealing, uncovering.
I got the statement, yeah, but it didn't answer any of our questions.
Trisha Mackey, Scott Schneider.
See the difference.
Tonight. Fox 19 now at 10. First at 10, best at 10.
I was so happy because the British man didn't make me cry. I'm gonna
I think the competition needs talent like you.
Welcome back to the Dr. Pepper Big Ten Championship halftime on Fox.
The draw for the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup took place earlier today on Fox Sports 1. The road will not be easy for the top-ranked USA side. They were placed in Group D, the only group with 3 top 10 teams, 5th-ranked Sweden, number 10 Australia, along with number 35 Nigeria. Our coverage on Fox and Fox Sports 1 begins June 6th, every single game of the tournament live. You excited, Coach?
I'm listening. I'm taking notes.
Good man. Good man.
With you.
It's a good draw. It's going to be a good tournament. The Buckeyes in absolute control at Indy. Now they could use some help to get themselves up into the top 4. Number 4, Florida State. Seen as a bit of a susceptible side lately, the unbeaten Noles taking on Georgia Tech in the ACC championship game in Charlotte. Jameis Winston still unbeaten in his college career, 26-0. Tied at 14, second quarter, Justin Thomas, Deion Hill. Make that a 27-yard gain 2 plays later. Zach Lasky and Ramblin' Rex up.
You know what? Defending this offense, this is frustrating to watch. You have to take away the fullback and the quarterback, make them pitch the ball into the boundary every time.
Jameis Winston pitches it to Rashad Green, 44-yard touchdown. We're tied at 21. Under a minute left in the half. Winston to Green again. Winston's 3rd touchdown pass.
Playing good offense.
Yeah, they are. 28-21, 3rd quarter. Number 1, Bama. And Nick Saban taking on number 16 Missouri in the SEC Championship. 7-0 roll tide. Blake Sims, DeAndrew White. Look at the hit. Sims takes.
Ooh.
Touchdown.
And how about the ball he delivers, though? And he knew he was going to get hit, too.
Shane Ray ejected for targeting. Deservedly so. Bama up 21-3 at the break. 4th quarter, Derrick Henry from 26 yards out. Bama rolls 42-13.
This was a Nick Saban game.
Yeah, it was. Balance, running the football, get the lead, bury him.
Number 6 Baylor, Bryce Petty, cleared to play today. Left last week with a concussion. Opening drive this game versus number 9 Kansas State. Antoine Goodley up the middle. Barrels over a couple defenders. And a big gain into the red zone. So why not? Give it to the guy who was concussed last week to run it in from 1 yard out. And he does. 7-0 Bears. Second quarter, K-State down 21-7. Little play action. Jake Waters.
Yeah, what they did here, this was a nice design play.
Yeah,
they had
beautiful play.
2 receivers to the field. They had the tight end in the boundary, and the linebacker was due to cover him, and he got caught up on the play fake.
A lot of pressure on Baylor there to win impressively.
Yep.
You want an impressive win?
Yeah, we
Go to
saw
Fort
one.
Worth.
Yep.
Number 3 TCU all over Iowa State. Trevon Boykin gets it back. His first touchdown career reception, goes for 55 yards, and that got the scoring going.
And these are the things that we never saw from a Gary Patterson team before, but Doug Meacham and Sonny Gumby come in as co-offensive coordinators, and we've seen speed. This is a little bullet route out of the backfield from the running back. No chance for a slow defense. That goes in for a score, 55-3. That resume looks awful good in front of the committee.
Oklahoma State at number 20, Oklahoma. Samaje Perine had 151 yards and 2 touchdowns in the game. Had to leave in the third quarter with a leg injury. And momentum swung to the Cowboys. Tyreek Hill takes the punt return, 92 yards for the score with under a minute to go. We're tied at 35s and we go to overtime.
Well, this turned out to be a heck of a ball game. A great one from Mike Gundy.
Bedlam.
Ben Grogan from 21 yards out. Got it. Oklahoma State. Not only do you get the win in Bedlam, they become bowl eligible.
Happy for Mike Gundy. He's been through a lot in this back half of the season. That's a good win for
How
Mike
many
Gundy.
quarterbacks has he gone through this season?
Yeah.
3. That's his 3rd starter.
8 bowl games in a row.
Yep. Buckeyes, they've gone through their share of quarterbacks this season as well. From what we've seen from the Buckeyes in the first half, Coach, what do you think the playoff committee in Big D, in their hotel rooms or their suite or whatever they're doing right now, what do you think their impressions are of Ohio State?
They're all ordering coffee, okay? It's going to be a long night right now. I promise you that, you know? But you have to be impressed. You got to be sitting there saying what we are. These guys, we knew they were good. They're a championship team. They got their 3rd-team quarterback in there playing an outstanding football team, and they're dominating in all 3 areas. I mean, it's how can it be more impressive? I don't know what to say.
I don't think it could be more impressive. Outside of, you know, Jones missed a surefire touchdown there. They had to settle for a field goal. Outside of that, it's been as impressive as you can possibly get. A few things at work here. One, Ohio State can be just the 2nd team this season to reach 9 conference wins. Oregon did that last night. Florida State could also do that with a win. Another thing that's going on here is that this committee is finally watching watching games together. We know from watching games in the green room, that's influential. When you got opinions flying around rather than watching the games on your own and then debating them later, I think that the games we're watching right now are going to have more influence than any games of the season so far, and Ohio State is putting just a total shredding on Wisconsin right now.
One loss Baylor, one loss TCU, one loss one loss Ohio State, if those scores hold here. Which one of those three teams is the one that moves up into the top four? Because we're going to give Oregon and Bama and Florida State.
I don't want to tell those two of those three, no, you're not coming to the playoff. But I would tell you this: the easiest to put in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, because they are a true outright conference champion if this score holds.
Just look at my August prediction. It's easy. How many times do I got to say it?
He keeps coming back to that.
Ohio State's in.
You did it.
They're conference champs. That's part of the criteria.
Why did we even have to play the game?
Bang.
Right?
Bang.
Bang! Good job, Coach. Coming up, it's the Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway. Stay tuned to see who will take home $100,000 in tuition from Dr. Pepper. And what a first half from Cardell Jones. 10 of 13, 211 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
A 2-night UFC event. Friday on Fox Sports 1. A champion will be crowned in the Ultimate Fighter finale. And Saturday on Fox, Overeem. Oh! Nate Diaz. It's all over! Nate Diaz! And former heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos in one of the biggest fight nights on network TV. Tough finale Friday on Fox Sports 1. UFC Fight Night Saturday on Fox.
He made his mark on television and in film, but his greatest impact happened off the stage. When Danny Thomas founded St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, he proved how powerful giving back can be. This holiday, during the Mazda Drive for Good event, take a test drive and we'll pledge an hour of our time serving the community. Buy any new Mazda and we'll donate $150 to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital or these charities. Because giving back is the Mazda way.
It's the time of year for making lists and checking them twice. This year, we've been at the top of more award lists than any other car company. During the Chevy year-end event, we hope to be put on yours.
Now, during the Chevy year-end event, get the best offer of the year on this 2015 Chevy Equinox LT.
See your tri-state Chevy dealers. Want to get in on something farm fresh at Bob Evans? Try new apple cinnamon sweetened stacked hotcakes.
We use the ripest Gala apples, and we even cook the cinnamon chips right in. How do you like them apples?
Your choice, just $6.99. Bob Evans, get in on something good.
At Jeff Weiler Honda, turn in your current lease vehicle with no prepayment penalty. That's right. Jeff Weiler Honda will pay off your lease. Doesn't matter what make or model. We'll pay off your current lease with no prepayment penalties, no charge for wear and tear, and no excess mileage charges. At Jeff Weiler Honda, we'll buy your lease. Yes, pay it off, and you drive away in a new Honda that you deserve. Stop by Jeff Weiler Honda today and turn in your lease early and trade up to your new Honda.
That's Jeff Weiler Honda of Coleraine and Florence. And of course online at jeffweilerhonda.com.
Toyotathon is 50 state big with the biggest deals on Toyotas.
Get a coast-to-coast savings lease on Camry. Now just $199 a month with no cost maintenance included. Don't miss Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places. Fox 19 investigates on Fox 19 now.
What's fast, sexy, and 100% made in America?
That's easy. Me.
Actually, it's the American Country Countdown Awards, live, hosted by Florida Georgia Line, with performances by country music's biggest stars, plus a tribute to Reba McEntire, performing with Miranda Lambert and Kelly Clarkson. The American Country Countdown Awards, live, December 15th on Fox.
It's 2050. I'm one of 9 billion people on the planet. Like most, I live in the city. Our air and water are clean, and there's plenty of fresh food for everyone. My parents are getting old, but staying healthy. Good thing, because my kids will probably live to be 100. Can you imagine?
The University of Wisconsin-Madison, preparing minds to meet the challenges of the future before they become the challenges of today. Keep on, Wisconsin. Keep on.
Welcome back. We're at halftime here in Indianapolis. Ohio State with a 38-0 lead. Time now to go downstairs to our Molly McGrath.
To open today's halftime festivities, Dr. Pepper and the Big Ten are proud to present the Dr. Pepper Tuition Giveaway. In just a moment, our two contestants, John Wondergem from Granville, Michigan, and Luke Newey from Provo, Utah, will attempt to throw footballs into the large Dr. Pepper cans behind me. Now, John is hoping to win tuition to pave a career in special education, and Luke wants the tuition money to pursue his dream of becoming a civil engineer. Whoever makes the most throws into the can will go home with $100,000 in tuition. The runner-up won't go home empty-handed. They'll take home $20,000 in tuition. Are you ready, John and Luke? Take your positions, and you'll start on the referee's whistle. Good luck.
John and Luke, remember, do not cross the line. Do not touch the footballs until I blow the whistle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, John got the first one in. He's a little bit ahead. Luke is catching up to him, though. Oh, he can't miss. We're tied. Oh, it's staying close, guys. A lot of money is on the line. This time is ticking down.
5,
Luke is
4,
ahead.
3, 2, 1.
Congratulations, Luke. You have won $100,000 in tuition. And here to present the tuition check to our winner is Jim Trebilcock, the Executive Vice President of Marketing for Dr. Pepper Group in Snapple. Jim, take it away.
Luke, congratulations. On behalf of Dr. Pepper and all Dr. Pepper bottlers, congratulations. Here is a $100,000 check for your tuition. Well done. Thank you.
Luke, congratulations on winning a lot of money. How is that going to impact your life?
This is going to change my life. I want to study civil engineering so that I can help people in poverty-stricken countries get clean water. And I'm so grateful to Dr. Pepper that they allowed me to do this. They've been so nice to me, and they've just given me great blessing. So thank you, Dr. Pepper.
All right, congratulations to Luke. And John will not go home empty-handed. He's going to be taking home $20,000 in tuition. And remember, Dr. Pepper has awarded over $6 million in tuition since 2008. And here is your chance. You can score $1,000 in tuition now by tweeting your one-of-a-kind goal with the hashtag Dr. Pepper Giveaway. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Molly. Great competition there, and the Ohio State Buckeyes competing, maybe their best of the season, 38-0. Back after this.
Ice cold Dr. Pepper here. Ice cold Dr. Pepper.
There you are. College football playoff trophy. Presented by Dr. Pepper. I know I'm not supposed to, but I just want to touch you. You were like the Greek god of trophies. Classic. Timeless. Wish I could host a party for you so I could introduce you to my friends. Shelby.
What do you think you're doing?
I still see you, Larry.
Ice cold Dr. Pepper here. Ice cold Dr. Pepper.
Well, another great thing about all this walking I've been doing is it's given me time to reflect on some of life's biggest questions. Like, if you could save hundreds on car insurance by making one simple call, why wouldn't you make that call? See, the only thing I can think of is you can't get any bars. Nah, it's better. There's a beautiful view. I wonder if I can see Mount Rushmore from here.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I got the one.
Oh, no.
Fitting the tree through the door? That's feast-worthy. So celebrate with the KFC Festive Feast. A bucket of the world's best chicken, our famous sides, biscuits, and our new pumpkin cake. The KFC Festive Feast. Perfect for all those holidays between the holidays.
Silver
And welcome back to Indianapolis. This is the 2014 Big Ten Championship game between Ohio State and Wisconsin. And in the first half, the Ohio State Buckeyes sending a message around the nation. Gus Johnson along with Charles Davis. Wow. That's all I can say.
And I don't know that there's much more to say other than wow. But this is as thorough a dismantling of a quality, good football team as we've seen in college football this year. And I don't think it's hyperbole to say that either. So let's take a look at 3 things you needed to know from this dismantling in the first half. How about Cardale Jones? You talk about a hot start for a guy who came into the game as the 3rd quarterback for Ohio State. Some touchdown passes early, and that team took over. Ezekiel Elliott, big runs early in the game. And how about the defense? Stuffing the best running back in the country, Melvin Gordon, dropping the ball away, knocking the ball away, and Joey Bosa running into the end zone. They have dominated the first half. And here are the halftime stats brought to you by Geico. Offensive plays pretty well even, but look at the total yards, 364 to 91, 11 yards per play to 3. 10-yard plays, 9 to 3. And Ohio State has run 18 plays in Wisconsin territory to just 2 for the Badgers. Those are your halftime stats brought to you by Geico.
So if you're Gary Anderson as a head coach of Wisconsin, your team down 38 to nothing. You start the second half with the football. What do you say to your guys in the locker room?
I think you got to go from a position of love, really. You got to go in and tell them how much you care about them, how much they care about each other. Try and restore some semblance of confidence and give them an opportunity to go out and compete. You don't even talk about winning at this point. You talk about going out and playing your best football to begin the second half.
So Wisconsin with the football. Denzel Doe standing at the goal line. He'll return it now from the 1. And Doe with a burst of speed, and he's wrapped up at the 15-yard line. Terrific play on defense by Curtis Samuel. Now let's go downstairs to Molly McGrath.
Thanks, Gus. Ohio State's coach Urban Meyer called quarterback Cardale Jones's performance so far outstanding. He said that their offense is rallying around him, they're protecting him and making plays. Meyer also said that their defense is giving them life, and their biggest contribution is limiting Melvin Gordon. He had just 43 yards in that first half, and on Wisconsin's sideline, D lineman Konrad Zagzebski was icing his right knee, and he is questionable to return. Gus?
Molly, thanks for that report. And, you know, what Ohio State did in the first half almost defies description. You talk about the number 13 team in the country, they're doing this to. Let's see how Wisconsin begins the second half.
On first down and 10 at the 17. Melvin Gordon running right. And Gordon with room will go out of bounds. Will pick up 8.5, maybe 9 yards on the play.
The good thing you have with Wisconsin is that this is a program where pride matters. And they've got a ton of it. Look at this, how they've limited him tonight. Less than 4 yards a carry. Came into tonight averaging 8 yards a carry. Testimony to Ohio State playing 11-man defense. Everyone doing their job in limiting the best runner in the country.
Second down and 1 at the 26. And Gordon looking for the first down, and he has it. Joshua Perry in on the tackle for the Buckeyes. Melvin Gordon last week against Minnesota, he broke Ron Dane's Wisconsin and Big Ten single-season record with 151 yards and a touchdown on 29 carries. Caught a couple of passes as well.
And for Ohio State, they're playing for bigger stakes now than just a Big Ten championship. They're playing for a spot in the playoff 4. Will their intensity stay at the level that we saw in the first half?
On first down, Gordon. And Gordon slicing through the Buckeye defense for 7 yards. Von Bell, Tyvis Powell, the safeties combining on the tackle. Second and 2. Far side, Erickson, first down. As Darren Lee makes the stop. What is it about Urban Meyer that makes him such a great coach, Charlie? I mean, everywhere he goes.
You always hear attention to detail, but it's bigger than that with Urban Meyer. He has that in spades. It's vision. And I'm talking about being able to see all the way down the road. You know how we can see a little bit and then wonder where the curves are? He sees the curves before he gets to them and plans for them accordingly and keeps his team and his program on an even keel. Never too high, never too low, but always intense and ready to go each week.
First down and 10 to the 41. And Gordon. Joey Bosa grabs him, takes him down with a first down for Bosa as he scooped up a fumble and returned it for a touchdown. Here's a young man from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
It's a man now. Look at how he just plays off of that block. Austin Traylor tries to take him on first. Bosa stands him up, shucks him, and then goes and makes the tackle. His father was a first-round pick of the Miami Dolphins. His uncle, Eric Kumaro, was also a first-round pick of the Miami Dolphins. Joey Bosa headed in that same direction.
2nd and 10. Stavi in trouble. Rolls out of the pocket. Bennett chasing him. He'll give up. And Stavi just dumps it out of play. Joey Bosa. What a season. Only a sophomore. You called him a man-child.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. This is coming into tonight, these numbers. Half a sack away from tying the school single-season record. Four forced fumbles have led to 30 Ohio State points. And tonight, he scored 6 points himself, picking up a fumble by Melvin Gordon and taking it into the end zone.
How do they get a kid from Fort Lauderdale to come play in the cold weather? Only Urban Meyer. 3rd down and 10 at the 41. Stavi, Bosa with pressure and incomplete.
I love that question you posed. And the truth of the matter is, when Urban Meyer got to Ohio State and wanted to remake this program, one of the big things was speed. And we just saw how Adolphus Washington turned speed into power, hitting Stavi. So essentially, he's got a warm weather program that exists in a cold weather city.
Now all he has to do is convince the powers that be to play the national championship or the playoffs in a cold weather environment.
You know, he did talk about that when they beat Minnesota this year. He said, anyone in the country, I welcome you to come up and try and deal with this and play your best in this situation. And Ohio State beat the Gophers in bad conditions in Minnesota.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list with the best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now. Hurry in. The last of the 2014s are going fast. Now during the year-end event, trade up to get a total value of $9,500 on this 2014 Silverado Crew Cab All-Star. It's the year-end event at your Chevy dealer.
Foxy outfit. Welcome to Burger King, home of the Yumbo sandwich.
This is Burger King, right?
I don't even know where I am right now.
What is going on? What is the Yumbo? That's one of the best things that came out of the 70s. It's like sandwich gold.
The Yumbo from back in the day is back with Black Forest ham and melted cheese. Now on our 2 for $5 menu, baby. Only at Burger King.
Yumbo.
The good more is capturing the moment they open their gifts from Verizon.
Whoa, a Bose Bluetooth speaker. And cut.
The not so good more
All right, honey, this time, face towards the light.
is take two.
You're naughty, you're nice. That's the tension I need to see. All right, we're losing light, people. Action.
Wow.
Cut. I'm not feeling it, sweetheart. We're gonna have to go in a different direction.
Doug?
Now get the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 for $0 down, plus $100 back with trade-in.
Wow.
Nice.
And get $150 credit when you switch to Verizon.
I'm your tailgate grill. Your buddy was in such a rush to get into the game, he didn't quite put me out. I see you bought the industrial-sized bottle of lighter fluid. Smart. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get an Allstate agent and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
The Big Ten Championship on Fox is sponsored by Chevrolet. Find new roads. By Allstate, proud supporters of college football. Are you in good hands? And by Lowe's. Lowe's, never stop improving. And welcome back as we take a look at all three phases: offense, defense, and special teams tonight for Ohio State.
This is how they're winning and winning big. Cardale Jones first start, 2 touchdown passes. Joey Bosa fumble return, and the Ohio State defense just 115 yards allowed, and of course no points. And Cameron Johnston, Australian rules, rugby kick, and conventional, pins them both deep in territory for Wisconsin.
But this kid, number 12, has been the story. Cardale Jones. What a first half. Let's see what he can do in the second half. He gives it to Ezekiel Elliott. And Elliott sweeping around the left side will get to the 27, maybe the 28, as Schobert makes a tackle. But from the very beginning, with all the pressure, the entire state of Ohio counting on this kid, he never flinched, Charles.
And you got to wonder what they're doing in that building, because from the time Urban Meyer got there, he turned Braxton Miller into a big-time quarterback. J.T. Barrett never flinched this year and became a Heisman Trophy candidate. And here's Cardale Jones in his first start in the Big Ten championship game. And as you noted, not flinching at all.
Let's go! His players, his teammates have certainly picked him up. Watch Marshall in the slot at the top of your screen. And they'll hand it off, and Elliott just churning. Elliott, deceptively big. He's 6 feet, 225 pounds. Speed, and as Keith Jackson would say, these young men are made of steel and rubber.
And how about that half shirt he's wearing? Remember back in the day when...
No, not me.
Okay, young, thought we were fit.
You, maybe.
Look at that half shirt. He says he wears it that way because of Joey Galloway.
Yeah. The great receiver.
The great receiver he wore them. There was someone else at Ohio State who wore it similarly.
Guy named Eddie George.
Yeah,
he was pretty good too. First down and 10 at the 34. Elliott. Look at Eddie George back then, and his abs. And he's probably close to 40 years old. Still look exactly the same, maybe better.
You know, if you look at Eddie, if you named a guy by how he looked later as opposed to right from birth, that's Adonis right
That is Adonis.
You know, and there's Ezekiel Elliott emulating Eddie George, running the ball tonight as well as the half shirt.
Second down and 6 at the 38-yard line. And here's Jones sprinting out of the pocket. Now Jones breaks the tackle. He's got a lot of room on this side. Jones with a blocker in front of him, has that ball high and tight again, out of bounds at the 40. 20-yard gain.
What happens is when Vince Beagle 47 rushes, there's no one with contain on the backside. And Jones finds the opening. No target, slips through. Beagle can't get him from the backside, and no one is there to close the door and close the gate. Vince Beagle has been active this evening, trying to help his teammates make plays, but on that one, he wasn't picked up for his efforts as a pass rusher.
And one thing that his teammates say about Cardale Jones is not only does he have all the physical gifts, but mentally he has an incredible intellect for the game of football. Here's Jones dropping back. He's looking for his favorite man, Devin Smith again.
12 gauge, baby. 42 yards. Cardale Jones and Devin Smith doing it again. Watch Devin Smith. He locates the ball. Peniel Jean does not locate the ball. And Smith, for the second time tonight, takes it away from a defensive back and converts it into a touchdown. His third of the evening, 2 of them on terrific plays by Smith, locating the ball before the defenders could.
.9:24 to go, third quarter. Ohio State led by a young man from the great city of Cleveland, Cardale Jones, finding his main man, Devin Smith, and they lead it 45. Shake.
Did you know you can use an iPhone 6 to make a call from almost any Apple device?
Really?
Yeah, give me a call on that MacBook.
All right, I'll call you now.
Hello, Pia's Bistro.
I'd like to make a reservation.
There's nothing available. Goodbye.
Come on, dude, don't hang up on me.
Try again. Call me from the iPad. No, you called me back on the iPad. You think I give you a reservation? You will never get a reservation.
Table for 4.
Never!
It's the Buick.
Sir. Buick. Where's the Buick? Buick. Buick.
The expectation-shattering Buick LaCrosse.
Celebrate the holidays and pay no interest for 5 years, plus get $3,000 total purchase bonus cash on the 2014 LaCrosse.
The Levion family have been masters of jewelry design for centuries. This Levion collection is amazing.
Maybe it's time to start your own.
Kay Jewelers presents today's Levion collection, featuring exclusive Levion chocolate diamonds, including incredible limited edition styles like these. One more reason Kay is the #1 jewelry store in America.
It's
a work of art.
Every kiss begins with Kay.
I taught you how to do it, okay?
Too good. Keep pedaling.
Life insurance from New York Life can help your family keep good going.
Quality, uncompromising, unchanging. It's our golden rule. And apparently, others agree.
What are you gonna sing? Well, I have Paramore under my sleeve.
Is that uncomfortable?
Yes, and yes.
Score $1,000 in tuition now. Tweet your one-of-a-kind goal with hashtag Dr. Pepper giveaway. And check out some of the numbers tonight for Ohio State. Cardale Jones is 11 of 14, 253 yards, and he's thrown 3 touchdown passes. Smith, 4 catches, 137 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Elliott, 15 carries, 165 yards, and 2 touchdowns. They have 4 touchdowns of 39 yards or more this evening.
You were just talking about the mental acuity of Cardale Jones. You know how we also know he's real smart?
How?
See who he's congratulating on the bench there?
The offensive line?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Here's Doe from the 1. Tell you what, man. Charles, these Buckeyes are kind of scary. They are playing the game the way it's supposed to be played so far tonight. Now, Wednesday, 2 of college basketball's most storied programs collide as 11th-ranked Kansas battles Georgetown as the Hoyas look to knock off the Jayhawks in D.C. Coverage begins Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Kansas, nice job last night coming back at home to beat Florida.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. Gators have 4 losses already on the season. But that hit by Garyon Conley, that kind of reminded me of those great Georgetown teams of Big John Thompson.
That's right.
In the mid-'80s.
That's right. Michael Graham.
When every foray to the hoop was met by body. I mean, if you went to the hoop, it was at your own peril.
First down and 10 of the 17. Melvin Gordon lining up in the backfield. Stopping. And he throws a slant, and it's caught by Alex Erickson. Gordon straight ahead, and he's pulled backwards. Joey Bosa in on the play once again. Oof. What's that called, a suplex?
Yeah, and that was that belly to back, or was that just belly to belly? Either way, it hurt.
Third down and 2. Gordon looking for the first down. He won't get it. Flag on the play as Gordon knocked out of play by Tyvis Powell. But there is a flag. Looks like a hold will be called against the Badgers.
If he didn't get it, you would think Ohio State would decline it.
Holding, offense number 34. Penalties declined. It brings up fourth down.
34 right in the middle. He's the fullback. That's Derek Watt. And you see the grab right there as he wrestles down the defender for Ohio State. That was Rashard Frazier, number 17. Curtis Grant finishing off Melvin Gordon. And what a tough night for Melvin Gordon, who came back this year. Number one reason to win a Big Ten championship. Not the way he envisioned this night going.
Drew Meyer rather punting. And Jalen Marshall over to the sideline has it with the fair catch. Joey Bosa, only a sophomore, but he has a way with the tackle.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list with the best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now. Hurry in. The last of the 2014s are going fast. Now during the year-end event, trade up to get a total value of $9,500 on this 2014 Silverado Crew Cab All-Star. It's the year-end event at your Chevy dealer.
AC/DC is back with their new album, Rock or Bust, featuring Rock or Bust and Play Ball. Rock or Bust, available now.
We let you check 2 bags for free because you plan to look this good all week. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
Hey, Rich, what's that in your hand?
My AT&T cell phone bill.
Verizon bill?
Yeah.
That's cool.
No.
How much are you spending per month?
$110.
Just me, $120. $260.
What if Sprint could cut your rate plan in half and give you unlimited talk and text in the U.S. and match your data?
Goodbye, Verizon. I am done with AT&T.
Bring in your Verizon or AT&T bill, turn in your old phone, and we'll cut your rate plan in half. Visit us online or visit a Sprint store today.
AC/DC is back with their new album, Rock or Bust, featuring Rock or Bust and Play Ball. Rock or Bust, available now.
Hi, I'm Jay. That's Dan. After the Big Ten Championship, turn over to Fox Sports 1 for our show, Fox Sports Live. Full coverage of Championship Saturday.
We've got highlights and analysis you will find nowhere else but on Fox Sports Live. That's on Fox Sports 1. We'll see you then.
Welcome back. Let's go downstairs to Molly McGrath.
Thanks, Gus. Cardale Jones's mentor and former high school coach Ted Ginn Sr. told me that he's talked to Jones every single day this week, and the sophomore knows that the entire state of Ohio is depending on him. Ginn stressed that Jones knows how to control an offense and told me that Glenville High School's motto is win and build a team against all odds. And that's what Jones has been raised to do. That is exactly what he's doing today, guys.
He's 11 of 14, 263 yards, and has thrown 3 touchdown passes. First down and 10 at the 40-yard line. And they hand it off to Elliott, and he runs right into a Badger. Well defended by Wisconsin. But let's take a look at the night for Cardale.
That got things started there to Devin Smith. Here's the second one to Devin Smith, and how about him popping that in the bucket? And here in the second half, uses his vision athleticism before one more time finding Devin Smith in the end zone.
Second down and 11 after the 1-yard loss from the 39. Here's Jones, sprints out, sets up, and wisely just gets rid of it. Now let's go to Los Angeles for a Lowe's Never Stop Improving game break.
Guys, back at McLean Stadium, number 6 Baylor not in the clear yet. Jake Waters hits Tyler Lockett. Lockett breaks his dad's K-State record for career touchdown receptions with his 27th. Baylor leads K-State 38-27 in the 4th. Gus, Charles, back to you.
Well, we knew there would be a big-time battle there. Baylor trying to hold on and get a share of the Big 12 championship and still hoping to get that phone call, a positive phone call from the committee. Look at this.
3rd down and 11. Elliott lining up in the Wildcat, and Schobert says no. Not this time.
And they did it with Cardale Jones on the field, put him in motion, and then Elliott became the Wildcat or single wing guy. Watch Jones come in motion, and they're trying to act like he doesn't know what he's doing. They're trying to fake him out a little bit, like, hey, what's going on the sideline? But Wisconsin didn't fall for it at all. And a nice play by Joe Schobert making the tackle.
So Cameron Johnston comes in to punt it away from the 20. His last 2 punts, 73 and 58 yards. Doe will get away from it. And the ball goes out of play and spotted at the 32. 6:16 to go, 3rd quarter. Ohio State 45-zip.
You don't need to think about the energy that makes our lives possible. Because we do. We're ExxonMobil, and powering the world responsibly is our job. Because boiling an egg isn't as simple as just boiling an egg. Life takes energy. Energy lives here.
Hey, Tony. Dad, go wide. Set. Hi.
Nice catch. Who's ready for halftime?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna draw something out new. Wide receiver goes deep all the way to the corner. Wait a minute. Wait, the quarterback.
Share what you love with who you love. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
They're great.
Where's my little boy? I miss him so. Who's this man living in our home? My special guy has turned into a man. At least he won't be living in the driveway in a van. Old Spice's bring a man of our boy.
Just let him go.
He needs his toys. I can't stop crying.
Tears of joy. Old Spice's bring a man of our boy.
Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way.
Nice.
Get 10% off select major appliances $3.99 or more at Lowe's.
The time is upon us to choose which side we are on. I will not hide while others fight our battles for us!
Will you follow me one last time? Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies. Rated PG-13, December 17th.
The Big Ten Championship on Fox is sponsored by DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta get DirecTV. By Kay Jewelers, every kiss begins with K. And by The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies, in theaters everywhere, December 17th. And welcome back to Indianapolis. Ohio State with a 45-0 lead over Wisconsin with 6:16 to play. And you're starting to kind of feel for the Badgers and where they are right now. You see a lot of heads hanging very low.
This is not the Wisconsin team that has played all year long. Remember, at one point, Wisconsin was 3-2, had lost at Northwestern, and ran off a 7-game run to get to where they are today. That's not the team we've seen play tonight.
1st down and 10 at the 32. Play fake. Stavi lines up far side, and it's caught out of bounds. Doe with a nice route and a beautiful throw by Joel Stavi.
That was timed up well, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Kenzel Doe, who's always wanted to be a bigger part of the Wisconsin offense, has been much more of a special teams demon for the Badgers. Expanded his role a little bit more this year as he came into the game tonight with 13 catches on the year. And also 13 runs. They like to use him on the jet sweep or the fly sweep throughout the season.
1st down and 10 at the 48. Stabby in trouble and almost sacked. Bosa was there. Steve Miller in the backfield as well. And as you mentioned earlier, Joey Bosa, Adolphus Washington, Michael Bennett, Steve Miller. What a front four.
Even Chris Carter, 72. Look at that bull rush to the left of your screen as he ran Ray Ball, number 71, right back into the quarterback. Affected the quarterback, and that allowed Miller and Bosa to go there and almost get the sack. Stavi's savvy allowed him to get rid of the football.
Second down and 10 at the 48. Stabby, near side. Erickson, nice catch as he goes down to the 45. Good open field tackling by Von Bell and Eli Apple. And I was watching the Missouri-Alabama game, and the announcers were talking about Alabama's front four and how they have maybe 6 or 7 guys that rotate in and out that have the ability to be pros. When you look at this Ohio State front four and the guys they bring in and bring out, very similar to what I see with Alabama.
You're thinking the same thing. No loss, no difference in the talent level and in the potential by what we're seeing.
Third down and 2 at the 44. Erickson in motion. And it's Melvin Gordon who picks up a first down. Von Bell and Durant Grant with the tackle.
I know that Wisconsin's has a good drive going right now, and that's going to drive the defensive coordinator, Luke Fickell, crazy on the sidelines. What a game plan he and co-coordinator Chris Ash put together tonight, and the execution from their players has been absolutely tremendous. Coming into the game, there were a lot of doubters about the Ohio State defense. Tonight, thus far, answering all questions.
First down and 10. And this time it's Doe around the corner. Toe taken down by Joshua Perry. And from a strength and size perspective, I remember watching the Virginia Tech game, and you can see how these players have just gotten stronger as the season has gone.
Well, they have an excellent strength conditioning program, but resolve has been a big part of it.
Gordon, and look at that. Eli Apple.
It's interesting, when I talked with Luke Fickell, I said, what are your objectives each game? He said, our objectives are very simple when we play each and every week. As we see this nice tackle by Eli Apple. What we're looking for each and every week is to be a work in progress and to make sure we get better each and every time we go out there. That's all they're worried about, and they've done that this year.
Eli Apple, just to give you an idea of how talented he is, he's a redshirt freshman, and he came all the way from New Jersey to play for Ohio State. Third down and 6 at the 33. Stabby floats one up and incomplete for Erickson. That brings up fourth down.
When I go back to the last thing about Fickell, he says every day to his guys, are we working? Yes. Do we play like we practice? Do the fundamentals carry over to the game? And finally, do you care about and do you care for your teammates? If you do that each and every week, we'll become a quality team.
So Wisconsin deciding to go for it on fourth down. They need 6 yards. Stabby with time, now trouble. Stabby trying to scramble, got rid of it, and almost picked off. Durant Grant stepped in front of Erickson at the last moment, and Wisconsin will turn it over on downs. 3:09 to go, third quarter. Back after this.
And so you can see, you're like right here, I can just, check my policy here, add a car, speak to customer service, check on a claim, all with the tap of my Geico app.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, I would disagree with you, but that would make me a liar.
No, dude, you're on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, I pretty much walked into that one.
Geico, anywhere, anytime. Just a tap away on the Geico app.
Big news, Anthony. Now you can get special financing on the season's hottest gift, PlayStation 4, when you use your Walmart credit card.
Check this out, sauce. I got third and long. Go, 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 go! Yes, go! Woo!
With next-gen graphics, the gameplay is completely lifelike.
Ha ha! Water boy! Water me! Water me up, man! Doing good. That's enough. All right. Okay, come on down. Okay, go, 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 go.
Maybe too lifelike.
Touchdown!
And now get special financing when you use your Walmart credit card. More ways to Christmas joy. Walmart.
Welcome back. 3:09 to play as Ohio State will get the ball after holding on 4th down at their own 33 for Cardale Jones. Elliott. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
All night long, you know who does not get enough attention? The wide receivers and the blocking that they do at Ohio State. Big runs never are a result of wide receivers just doing nothing. They have to do a great job in order for those big runs to happen.
And this time they'll give it to Jalen Marshall. Marshall at times serves as a wildcat quarterback for the Buckeyes. He's so versatile. He can play receiver, he can play running back, he can play backup quarterback, runs back punts.
Yeah, he plays what they call the H position. And I asked Urban Meyer, I said, what are you looking for in the H position? You know what he said? Freaks. Guys who could make plays, slot, be dynamic, as you described Marshall. He fits it well. Dontre Wilson also, but he's hurt tonight.
3rd down and 6. Let's see if Jones tries to go deep. In trouble now, and Jones will be sacked. Nicely done by Derek Landish. First sack of the evening for Wisconsin, and Ohio State will have to punt it away.
The #2 sack team in the Big Ten coming into tonight, the Wisconsin Badgers. Finally get some pressure on Cardale Jones, which means they had good coverage downfield that allowed the pressure to get home and get the initial sack of the evening for the Badgers.
Cameron Johnston ready to punt it away. Kenzel Doe back deep. Doe with a fair catch at the 25. Next week, Fox brings you the biggest fight card in broadcast television history with Junior Dos Santos taking on Stipe Miocic. Plus, Rafael Dos Santos battling Nate Diaz and a whole lot more. A 2-night UFC event begins Friday with the Ultimate Fighter finale on Fox Sports 1 and continues next Saturday with UFC Fight Night on Fox.
Gonna get after it, aren't they? 2 nights worth?
2 nights in the octagon. Urban Meyer could have fought in the octagon. Just got the feeling. He played football at Cincinnati. He's from Toledo, same hometown as the All-American Jimmy Jackson for Ohio State. First down and 10 at the 25. Stavi dances out of the pocket, throws across his body and incomplete. Gordon, the intended receiver. And the Wisconsin run game with Melvin Gordon leading the charge.
You see the season low. I think that was Western Illinois. Melvin Gordon had, what, 38 yards in that game, 17 carries, 644 yards. I believe that was against Bowling Green. They lit them up. And tonight, 70 yards against an Ohio State defense that had shown vulnerability to the run coming into this game.
McAvoy comes in at quarterback. And McAvoy handing it off to Gordon. And Gordon lowers his shoulder and gets out of bounds close to the 35.
You remember Urban Meyer was a professional baseball player for a time, drafted in the Braves organization. But just like many guys who come back from that and go back to football, that darn curveball.
Uncle Charlie is what they call it.
Uncle Charlie, the yacker. When Dwight Gooden was good at the top of his game, they said his curve wasn't an Uncle Charlie. It was a Lord Charles.
That is right. 3rd down and 2 for Wisconsin. Stavi, and it's caught by Erickson for 1st down.
Nice catch, huh? I mean, he laid out for that one. 2 hands, brought it in. Former walk-on to Mr. Dependable. When you ask the coaches at Wisconsin about Alex Erickson, started with no expectations, wasn't even one of those preferred walk-ons where they said, hey, why don't you come walk on? Worked his way into the lineup, and now it's their #1 receivers. We see Gary Anderson, the head coach of the Badgers, looking on.
First down and 20. Scotty over the middle. And incomplete. Dangerous pass. Nobody near the ball except for Joshua Perry, the Ohio State linebacker. Second and 10. Stabby underneath and intercepted. Duran Grant, watch out. Grant goes out of bounds as the Ohio State defense continues to squeeze Wisconsin. And they're squeezing the life out of them right now, folks.
I said Cobra in the first half. I was way off. This is boa constrictor. You just brought it to mind by saying how much they're squeezing them. Running at the hip of the receiver. That ball was thrown behind him and right into the breadbasket of all Big Ten cornerback Duran Grant. And he's a happy recipient as he takes the ball the other way. Ohio State just squeezing, as you noted. Luke Fickell, Chris Ash, co-defense coordinator. There's Fickell there, responsible for calling the defensive plays. What a night for he and his squad.
3 turnovers for Wisconsin this evening as Ezekiel Elliott runs a football, and it will take us to the end of the third quarter. Been a tough night for the Badgers. That's because Ohio State, on all 3 phases of the game, have played their best football of the season. They lead it big.
Hey! I guess we're gonna need a new Santa.
More people are coming to Audi than ever before. See why now is the best time. Audi will cover your first month's payment on select models at the Season of Audi sales event. Visit AudiOffers.com today.
Ohio State is saving lives every day. This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
A student body driven to learn and contribute. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State. Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Give the gift of confidence this holiday season. For 4 days only at Men's Warehouse, get select designer suits for $169.99, merino sweaters for $39.99, and 60% off select top coats and designer slacks. Confidence in every look. Only at Men's Warehouse.
You just hit the flavor motherload. Guaranteed delicious. Firehouse subs are packed beyond belief with steaming hot premium meats and cheeses. Starting at only $5.49, it's gourmet subs without the gourmet prices. Just look at our club on the sub. And by look, he means try. Smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, melty Monterey Jack, and bacony bacon.
Firehouse subs.
Starting at only $5.49. One bite, one taste, you're hooked.
Toyotathon is 50-state big. That means you get the biggest deals on Toyotas nationwide. Come to Toyotathon and get a coast-to-coast savings lease on a 2015 Corolla for just $159 a month. Or get this midsize Prius liftback with 0% plus $500 bonus cash. Toyotathon, the biggest national sales event of the year, is going on now. Toyota, let's go places.
Give the gift of confidence this holiday season. For 4 days only at Men's Warehouse, get select designer suits for $169.99, merino sweaters for $39.99, and 60% off select top coats and designer slacks. Confidence in every look. Only at Men's Warehouse.
Denise Johnson helps you avoid traffic on Fox 19 now.
Brilliant detective.
How did you know about that?
Bad attitude.
I gotta hang up. We're looking for lesbians in a shed.
Backstrom premieres Thursday, January 22nd on Fox.
Welcome back to the house that Peyton Manning built. Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. As we look at the score by quarter. Gus Johnson, Charles Davis, Molly McGrath, and Mike Pereira with you. Ohio State with the football deep in Wisconsin territory. 2nd and 11 to the 32. Cardale Jones to throw it. Looking deep. He's got his receiver, Thomas. And incomplete. And a flag.
By throwing it short, Thomas came back to make a play on the ball, and that forced the pass interference because the defensive back never located the ball.
Pass interference. Defense number 31. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
See, Darius Hillary, he had his back to the football. And in today's football, when your back is turned and your head's away, ask our quarterback back in the studio. That's when you throw the football because your receiver is now open because he has a chance to make a play on the football. The defensive back doesn't know where it is. And on that play, Thomas came back to try and make a play and had to go through Hillary, forcing the pass interference call.
First down and 10 at the 17 now. Ezekiel Elliott lines up with Cardale Jones. And they'll give it to Marshall. And Marshall crosses the line of scrimmage and picks up about 4.
So he gets another completed pass for that, you know. That's a forward pass for him. Pads the stats a little bit, helps the percentage. Marshall scored on one of those in their game against Indiana when he scored 3 straight touchdowns in the second half to break the game open. Gary Anderson, a tremendous coach. Doesn't have very many days like this.
2nd and 6 at the 13. Now Marshall lines up in the backfield. Jones gives it to him. He may throw it. He's looking for Jones on the backside. Cardale Jones showing his versatility. We saw Russell Wilson and a play like that in the Big Ten Championship a few years ago.
Marshall was a high school quarterback, but in doing my research, you know what I discovered about him? He ran for nearly 5,000 yards, and they didn't note his passing stats. So that told me what kind of quarterback he was in high school, a run-first guy. But that was good coverage in the secondary there by the Wisconsin Badgers. Jesse Hayes, number 41, came over to help.
3rd down and 6. Jones dances out of the pocket, throws on the move, and that ball is incomplete. Evan Spencer looks like he couldn't get a foot in.
Good officiating, though. 2 officials looking at each other. Both had a look on the play, conferred quickly, made a determination. See Spencer catch the ball, and yes, they got it right because look, hold a second. There's the foot.
You sure?
I'd have to see, but I bet you the toes creeping into the white. We got to see it again. Let's take a look. See if we got something a little cleaner, because that's a pretty good look there. Right there. Oh, that's close, isn't it?
That is very close.
I think it's so close that this call will stand.
So a 29-yard field goal attempt is blocked. And Gary Anderson trying to keep his guys motivated. But he's got a lot of ground to make up.
At Jared, we have a lot more jewelry than ordinary jewelry stores.
More is good. I want to find her something special.
But our jewelry is so much more than just more. We have unique jewelry you won't find anywhere else, like our Heart's Desire collection, crafted only with ideal cut diamonds.
This is totally her.
But wait, there's more. Aww. We call it the aw moment. And that's why he went to Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry.
John and Horace Dodge launched their first car in 1914. But they were not only business partners, they were brothers. Competitive, stubborn, and always pushing each other the way only brothers can. Years later, their spirit lives on.
I'm a cheap bungee cord. This guy bought me at the gas station. I'm perfect for holding down the lid on a box of sweaters. But 800 pounds of tailgating gear? Nah. And if you have cut rate insurance, the biggest hit of the day could be to your wallet. So get an Allstate agent and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
The Big Ten Championship on Fox is sponsored by Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry. By the Dodge Brothers, 100 years later, their spirit lives on. And by AT&T, mobilizing your world. And welcome back. 13:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ohio State with the big lead here at Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts, and they will host a Big Ten championship game through 2015. Second consecutive season in Big Ten championship play for the Buckeyes. 1st and 10. And Melvin Gordon. Ooh. Joey Bosa. Now here's tonight's Dodge Charger game summary.
Cardell Jones, 3 touchdown passes. He's tied a Big Ten championship game record. Ohio State, they're playing long ball tonight. Big play, 39 yards or more, 4 touchdown plays, including a run by Ezekiel Elliott. And how about the last time Wisconsin was shut out was 1997. And that was a season opener, a kickoff classic against number 17 Syracuse.
Our Donovan McNabb, the quarterback that day for Syracuse. 2nd and 9 at the 17. Stavi winds up, and it's caught. Erickson with the reception, and he's had a very solid day. Alex Erickson. Erickson, 6 catches for 56 yards.
Kind of epitomizes the Badger program. They are very big on the walk-on program in Wisconsin. And a good number of guys join the program as walk-ons and develop into top-line players.
3rd down and 3 of the 23. Stavi underneath and incomplete. Fumagalli, the intended receiver, and Troy unable to haul it in. So the Badgers will punt.
That's Garyon Conley. You called his name earlier on that punt return when he had the big strike. On that play, he played corner and came through the upfield shoulder and knocked the ball away.
So Jalen Marshall ready to receive it again at the 37. Meyer gets off a beauty, and Marshall backpedaling, and he'll have it inside his own 30-yard line. A 49-yard punt. Urban Meyer has won everything imaginable, but the one thing that has eluded him since coming to Ohio State, this trophy, the Big Ten championship, and he's 12-13 away.
What is it? Is it what she wears? How he speaks? Is it her timing? This guy's idea of a good time? Or that one time he did that? Is it because she's a woman? Come on now. How about those moves, those looks, his style? Is it because they scare us, surprise us, make us uncomfortable? Like, really uncomfortable? Whatever it is, you know it when you see it. Here's to being one of a kind.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
With the innovation of Intel,
your creativity can shine this holiday. Expert service, unbeatable price, Best Buy.
Introducing the Citi Double Cash Card. It earns you cash back now and cash back later with 1% when you buy and 1% as you pay. With 2 ways to earn on purchases, it makes a lot of other cards seem one-sided.
I was wondering if you'd like to make 150 grand in 2 hours.
Where would a teacher like you get that kind of money?
When the city goes to sleep,
I've seen you be $500,000 up.
another world wakes up.
I've been up $2.5 million. You have to go.
Because I've seen you in your other life?
I'm feeling lucky.
Someone rigged the game today. You wouldn't have to know who did that.
I look like a magician.
Do you understand the gravity of your situation?
I know what I have to do. If you don't have the magic, don't bother.
The Gambler.
If you've ever wondered how you're going to survive another harsh winter, or stay dry from torrential rain showers, or savor the last warm rays of sun, step inside the Jeep Grand Cherokee and wonder no more. This is the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most awarded SUV ever. Well-qualified lessees can lease the 2015 Grand Cherokee Laredo for $369 a month.
We're counting down country's biggest songs by country's biggest stars. Plus, a tribute to Reba McEntire performing with Miranda Lambert and Kelly Clarkson. Florida Georgia Line hosts.
It's gonna be a good old time, y'all.
The American Country Countdown Awards, live Monday, December 15th on Fox.
In one of the most memorable college football games in recent memory, Maurice Clarett carried the Buckeyes to a win on a 5-yard touchdown run in the second overtime to beat Miami and win a national championship at the 2003 Fiesta Bowl.
Boy, what a game that was. Craig Krenzel, the quarterback. Remember the disputed pass interference? Kept things alive, and Ohio State capitalized and won. Tremendous game.
First down and 10 at the 28. And here's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott lost his shoe. He's still huffing. Ezekiel Elliott down at the 10-yard line. Feet don't fail me now.
I will say this. My guess is that Secretariat, Seabiscuit, Man of War, if they ever threw a shoe, they weren't slowing down either. Neither is Ezekiel Elliott. Another big dash tonight. What a game for the youngster from near St. Louis.
20 carries, 220 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And they'll hand it off to Samuel. Samuel, touchdown Buckeyes. Oh boy, as Britt Musburger would say, the committee's got some figuring out to do tonight.
And I don't think they're getting help, because normally you get an upset or two that allows you to take care of business at placing teams. And it seems like form is held from last week's top 4 so far. So guess what? They've got some conjuring, some discussions, and they will come out with 4 teams that they'll announce tomorrow. Good luck, committee.
Looks like the top 6 teams will win. Ohio State, big statement here. Curtis Samuel getting in on the act, the freshman from Brooklyn, New York.
By 1914, the Dodge brothers quit the Ford Motor Company and set out on their own. They believed in more than the assembly line. They believed driving was a holy endeavor. 100 years later, the Dodge brothers' spirit lives on.
Lowe's presents How to Sing a Duet.
Bells, bells, all the way.
Get this Bosch router or lithium-ion drill for $99 at Lowe's.
The more you learn about your insurance, the more gaps you may find. Like how you thought you were covered for this, when you're really only covered for this. Talk to farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
With T-Mobile and iPhone 6, you can make Wi-Fi calls beyond the reach of cellular networks.
Hey, Brandon, what's up?
so you can talk from down here.
Smile for Grandma.
Or text pictures from up here.
Okay, there we go. Should we send a photo?
You can even make calls way over here. Talk and text with anyone, anywhere there's a Wi-Fi connection. Wi-Fi calling on iPhone 6, only from T-Mobile.
You've honored me with your trust. Now, I honor you with my faith. If you follow me, you will be free. Do not be afraid. God is with us.
Exodus, Gods and Kings. Rated PG-13.
I'm coming for you. Hope you're ready. Automatic. Ready. Aim. Fire. Legendary. I'll do what I want to see what I want.
Empire premieres Wednesday, January 7th on Fox.
Ezekiel Elliott breaks Melvin Gordon's Big Ten championship record with 220 yards rushing.
God, Gordon's record was 216 against Nebraska 2012 on 9 carries. That was the jet sweep special night. Remember? He was the third back too. Monte Ball, James White, then Melvin Gordon.
And Doe lets this one go into the end zone for a touchback. 11:39 remaining. Back to Indianapolis right after this.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Oh, what'd you get, dude? What'd you get?
What did you get?
I'm stuck. What'd you get, Private? What'd you get? Hit the deck!
What'd you get? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Oh, come on, mate! Open it already!
Oh, I can't wait.
Open it. Oh, dude.
Every truck can tow a boat. Every truck can climb a hill. Every truck can haul a trailer. But not everyone can say they're the fastest growing truck brand in America. Guts, glory, Ram.
This is Alex. We saw him holding Bud Light, which means he's up for whatever happens. So we surprised him with a new Buccaneers-themed living room.
Alex, come and check this out.
Hey, man.
Cool. You like it?
Yeah.
Game day.
Alex.
Hey,
what the #1 Buck fan?
I am.
I love it. Come with me. Come on, Alex. Look at my backyard. This is crazy. Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
I want to fire the cannon.
Yeah.
Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Push it. Push it real good. Ooh, baby.
If you're salt and pepper, you tell people to push it.
Push it real good.
That's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
I'm pushing it real good.
The Big Ten Championship on Fox is sponsored by Target. Expect more, pay less. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. 11:39 to play in the fourth quarter. Ohio State, they are feeling good right now coming into this game. Charles, I imagine the entire state of Ohio was so nervous knowing that they had lost their Heisman caliber quarterback in J.T. Barrett, and a young man making his first collegiate start had to lead him in the Big Ten championship game.
And he played so well tonight that I had a fan at halftime tell me, you know something? We'll just use all 3 of them in the backfield next year. Wow. We'll just go full wishbone with 3 quarterbacks. That's how great these 3 have played.
Melvin Gordon, and that defense has played so great tonight. Adolphus Washington with the tackle for a loss. Let's go to Los Angeles for a game break.
All right, guys, late drama in the ACC championship game. After a touchdown from Georgia Tech's Darren Waller to make it a 2-point deficit, Yellow Jackets try the onside kick, but Florida State recovers and are able to run out the clock. It just went final, 29 straight for number 4, Florida State. Gus, Charles, back to you.
Wow. Look, I know the committee's got a tough job, and they've dropped them to 4, and I'll talk more after this play.
And here's Stavi trying to set up the screen, and it's incomplete. Go ahead, partner. I am very interested in seeing and hearing what you have to say.
Florida State is the only undefeated Power 5 team in the country. So for those who are thinking that dropping them to 4, that maybe there was an opening there, I think you can forget that. They're in, okay? What's going to happen now is this is where the fight is going to be. TCU was 3 last week. Super convincing today over Iowa State, 55-3. Baylor wins at home against number 9 Kansas State. They make their case. And how about what we're watching right now? To me, if there's any jumping, it's this team in red that has the best chance of doing it.
Third down at 14 at the 21, over the middle. And it's caught by Fumagalli. Troy Fumagalli, the redshirt freshman from Aurora, Illinois, with a 19-yard gain.
And let me restate that. It's this team in scarlet before I get run out.
There you go.
Okay, I better get it right. And one thing I've been watching Urban Meyer, okay, they've got 52-0 lead. He's still coaching every play as if it's 0-0. You know why? He's coaching for the future. What if they do get into the playoff 4? Even if they don't, they've got a bowl game. What about next year? Every play counts.
First down and 10 at the 40. And Melvin Gordon just gets ambushed. Wow. Some hard hitting going on. This time it's Raekwon McMillan.
And normally he wears number 5, but tonight he's wearing number 2 because he and Jeff Hireman, who's wearing number 5 on offense, might play some of the same special teams. But no matter what number, McMillan, big-time play on Melvin Gordon there. And Hireman wearing 5 in honor of Braxton Miller. He's worn it all season for him except on senior day where he wore his normal 86. And Urban Meyer coaching him up as the game continues.
2nd and 9. And Stavi underneath, and he has Fumagalli again.
And you mentioned earlier the rotation of defensive linemen. Ohio State just ran in 3 fresh ones. Talent pool's pretty deep in Columbus.
Under Urban Meyer, Ohio State is 1 win away from becoming the first Big Ten team to ever win 12 or more games in 3 consecutive seasons. They're 42-5 in November under Meyer and December since 2003. The best mark among coaches in Division I.
Lowe's presents How to Sing a Duet.
Bells, bells, all the way.
Get this Bosch router or lithium-ion drill for $99 at Lowe's.
9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. So if you're thinking that, you know, the flipping could come between Ohio State, TCU, and Baylor, are you saying that even at 3, TCU could potentially be moved out of the top 4?
They're the only one, to me, that has that chance of vulnerability. Because remember, Baylor's loss was head-to-head within their own conference to
Baylor.
So TCU's loss was to Baylor. That could potentially happen, but I think you're going to have to weigh what the conference strength is going to be, too. The committee has a very difficult job.
That ball incomplete. Derek Watt, the fullback, the intended receiver.
And I think I'd be surprised to find out that the conference strength ranking wouldn't favor the Big 12.
And I think the bottom line, what you're saying and what a lot of people are talking about in college football, is that this is a great idea, this playoff format, but you're going to have to move it to 8 teams.
Listen, they start calling for 8 quickly, and when one of the top conference commissioners floats it out there before the season's over, John Swafford of the ACC, I think it's an idea that'll gain traction a lot quicker than what people believe.
Wisconsin going for it on 4th down and 4. Stavi. Bosa with pressure over the middle, and it's caught. Here's Erickson. And Alex Erickson with a nice run after the catch. He gets to the Ohio State 25.
And how about Stavi in the pocket? Able to move around, keep the play alive, deliver the strike to Erickson downfield. And let's face it, we talked about pride before, correct? You think Wisconsin wants to go away from here with no points on the board? They are playing their hardest to put this football in the end zone.
Wisconsin projected for the Peach or maybe the Citrus Bowl. First down and 10 at the 27. Erickson in motion. Here's the deep play fake, and Erickson has it stripped. And it's picked up by a Badger. Kyle Costigan jumping on the football.
Pressure has come up the gut most of the night, and it does again. Michael Bennett wearing 53 this evening instead of his normal 63. Popped the ball free from Stavi. But look at Washington, 92, also there. The two defensive tackles have applied increasing pressure as the evening has gone on. The ends have gotten a lot of attention, led by Joey Bosa. The tackles have been big time tonight.
Second and 26 at the 43. And here's the run by Clement. And I think it's important to mention that this Ohio State defense has extra incentive. That's because Costa George, the 22-year-old member of the Ohio State team, his funeral was held this past Wednesday with his teammates among 600 in attendance. The Ohio State wrestler and walk-on football player was known for his "yeah baby" shout before each football practice, even though he never got into a game. And he was found dead last Sunday, 4.5 days after he left his Columbus apartment just south of Ohio State's campus at 2 a.m. Third and 23. Stavi. And incomplete. Fumagalli, the intended receiver. Police said that George died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, though the investigation is not final. His family has said he suffered from several concussions, and he sent his family a text just before he was seen for the last time that complained about what concussions had done to his mental state.
Very sad situation for all involved, but what I found heartening was finding out he was a first-year walk-on that this team had embraced. It wasn't just, he wasn't a guy no one knew. This whole team knew Costa George.
Fourth down and 23. They'd love to give him a shutout. Here's the long pass, and it's intercepted. Grant up the sideline. Still running. Grant out of bounds. And for Stavi, it's not his fault. He's just taken on a team hell-bent on sending a message as well as playing for one of their comrades.
He's just trying to make a play down the stretch there, trying to find Wheelwright. And Grant, second interception of the evening, shows once again why he's all Big Ten. Being congratulated by one of his coaches, Kerry Coombs, as he gets to the sideline.
Briante Dunn comes in the backfield for the Buckeyes. He's a sophomore from Canton. Jones gives it to Dunn, and Dunn will pick up about a yard on the play as Marcus Trotter jumped on top of his back and brought him down. And the defense tonight, they've done everything right. No points allowed, only 230 yards in total offense, 80 rushing by the #1 running back in the nation. 3 sacks as well.
You remember at the end of the season last year, Michigan State wore them down in the second half. Remember watching that game, we had a couple of those shots of Ohio State players bent over, hands on knees. Not tonight. They've been a physical force right from the beginning.
And the handoff to Dunn. But the bigger question surrounding Ohio State and the quarterback position. Braxton Miller injured, shoulder, couldn't play this season. JT Barrett comes in, has an incredible year, breaks his ankle against Michigan. Now Cardell Jones comes in and looks like Johnny Unitas coming off the bench. Now there were rumors that Braxton Miller could be headed to Oregon. He has graduated and has an additional year, and Marcus Mariota, they say he will be heading to the NFL.
Yeah, and there's, no one's going to confirm anything like that because Oregon can't be accused of tampering if indeed it's even there. But now,
as they keep it on the ground with Dunn.
And now with the injury to Barrett, you've got Braxton Miller rehabbing. You've got JT Barrett rehabbing. The helping quarterback is Cardale Jones. You could very easily go into spring practice with all three and try and figure out who's going to win the job to be the Ohio State Buckeyes quarterback.
Well, with this kind of production and this kind of film now on Cardale Jones, I know this may be a tough question to ask, Charles, but does he stay? Can all three stay? Will all three stay?
The answer is yes. I've seen it before. Not everybody just takes off and goes. So a lot of that will be determined by health and by how they feel about the program and being there. A lot of guys like being around a winning program. And Cardale Jones will have additional time to be at Ohio State after Braxton Miller's gone. The question for him is going to be he and JT Barrett. Right. And so far, it seems like a very good quarterback room. They seem to get along fine.
They said that JT Barrett, the team ran a little smoother with him under center as opposed to Cardale Jones. But now I think they'll have to think about that a bit.
You know, it's interesting when we go through all of these. Typically, you know how it breaks down the next year? Who was number one to begin with?
Braxton Miller.
It typically comes back to that guy.
Here's the run for Dunn. And Dunn still on the feet. And Dunn out of bounds at the 15. And a flag.
There'd be a little something extra there at the end of the run. Dunn bumped out of bounds and then hit while he was out of bounds.
After the play was over, personal foul, defense number 58. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
See Dunn finishing the run. Schobert pushes him, and then he gives him a little something extra, and he's already over the sideline. It's been a frustrating night for Wisconsin, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
And it's tough. Joe Schobert's had a terrific year playing outside linebacker. Tonight is one of those nights they'd soon forget.
Samuel in the backfield now, and he'll run right. Cuts it up. And Samuel will fall forward inside the 5. One thing's for sure, regardless of what happens at the end of this season, Cardale Jones, by virtue of guiding this Ohio State team to victory in the first start of his collegiate career, years to come, we will see that Cardale Jones will own a stockbroker company, a dealership, an elementary school.
You're saying the alums will not soon forget tonight? Oh, my goodness.
This kid's got the world in the palm of his hands in the state of Ohio. So proud and happy for this man.
A great job coming out of Glenville High School. Our Molly McGrath told us about him playing for Ted Ginn Sr. and having conversations with Coach Ginn each and every day, getting ready for this game, and Coach Ginn having ultimate confidence
Offside.
in him.
Defense number 45. Half the distance to the goal. It remains second down.
Coach Ginn, no emotion. He knew. He told our Molly McGrath.
Yeah, it's funny. Molly said, and she wasn't able to put it in the report, but she had told me that Coach Ginn had told her when she said, well, what about his weaknesses? He said, I'm not even going to talk about that. That's not even going in the atmosphere. He's going to play well. That's a coach who knows his players, isn't it?
That's right. Cardale Jones not recruited by Urban Meyer. Here's the handoff. Samuel. Touchdown. recruited Jacardell? I would have if I would have been here.
I don't think he recruited Alex Smith either, and that worked out pretty well at Utah.
Sure did. Nuremberger. 59-0. Wow.
Hey, Rich, what's that in your hand?
My AT&T cell phone bill.
Verizon bill?
Yeah.
That's cool.
No.
How much are you spending per month?
$110.
Just me, $120.
$260.
What if Sprint could cut your rate plan in half and give you unlimited talk and text in the U.S. and match your data?
Goodbye, Verizon. I am done with AT&T.
Bring in your Verizon or AT&T bill, turn in your old phone, and we'll cut your rate plan in half. Visit us online or visit a Sprint store today.
How did I earn this Wendy's bacon portobello melt? I washed and folded my tidy-whities.
Helped a friend move. Oh, lift with your knees. Snuck 11 items through the 10 or less line.
Parallel parked my dad's car just fine.
We all earned a bacon portobello melt. Best cheeseburger a brioche ever held. Rich portobello's all melty and cheesy. Earning one is deliciously easy. We did nothing!
They're already waving their championship towels. Ohio State 2:25 away from winning the Big Ten championship game here in Indianapolis. And this ball kicked out of bounds. And that will give Coach Meyer something else to get on one of his players about. They played so well. As
Kicking team number 39. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
all right, let's take a look at the Kay Jewelers diamond moment of the game.
And it started early, didn't it? Cardale Jones on the first drive of the game finds Devin Smith with the initial touchdown pass of the evening. And he and the Buckeyes were out of the sprinters blocks and off to the races.
Urban Meyer, 50 years old, in only his third season. He's going to improve to 24-1 versus Big Ten opponents. First down and 10 at the 35. And they'll hand it off to Corey Clement. And talking about Coach Meyer and what he's done during his career.
I think the thing that jumps out at me is that never finished with fewer than 8 wins in a season. Remember, he's been at Bowling Green, Utah, Florida, and now Ohio State. When he took over Bowling Green, they weren't exactly a power. So to win with good, never have fewer than 8 wins. Success each and every year for Urban Meyer.
2nd and 6 at the 39. Here's Stavi with the play fake. And Stavi over the middle, incomplete. And Urban tells an interesting story. When he was being looked at by Bowling Green, he went to Coach Holtz and said, "Coach, I don't know if you can really build a program at Bowling Green." And Coach Holtz said, "You're right. That's why they're calling you."
An excellent point made by Coach Holtz, because look at that. And see, that is huge right there. Remember, Luke Fickell was the interim head coach that Urban Meyer took over for and agreed to stay as the defensive coordinator. And that was something I think that Urban Meyer had to do a little soul searching about. Do you want the guy who was the head coach to still be on staff with you? And that's worked out well, but last year was a rocky moment. This game, championship game, Michigan State, bowl game against Clemson, they had to spend a little extra time getting the defense ready.
And they're getting ready for the Gatorade shower for Coach Meyer. Watch out. All right. That's what they brought him here for.
To win championships.
To win championships.
And he doesn't go anywhere unless he's playing for championships.
A minute remaining. Stavi. He finds Doe. And Doe steps out of bounds inside Ohio State territory. Take another look. Watch his face.
He knew it was coming. When they double-teamed him like that, he's won enough championships to know the double-team tackle setting him up for the big splash. Somewhere Harry Carson grinning, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Didn't I start that?
Coach Meyer. Would you say he's a man of few words, Charles? And you've known him for quite some time.
Yeah, he gets to the point. And he doesn't want to do a lot of extra chit-chat about it either.
Stavi over the middle. And knocked down. Well defended for Ohio State. And that is Cam Burrows, backup safety. Melvin Gordon tonight didn't have one of his 150-plus evenings. 76 yards rushing on 26 carries. Tough game for the Badgers. Joey Bosa, who Urban got all the way from Fort Lauderdale. Buckeyes all smiles, and they deserve it. This is a heck of a football team. Wow. Stavi to the sideline, and a nice catch. Looks like Doe again with 42 seconds left. Badgers will fight to the very end. They want to make sure they put some points on the board.
It's a proud program. And what they've done since the moment Barry Alvarez landed in Madison, Wisconsin, from him to Brett Bielema and now to Gary Anderson, it's a lot to be proud of in Madison.
Play fake, Stavi. And incomplete, tried to hit Corey Clement on the wheel route. Stops the clock with 36 seconds remaining.
And don't forget how much Ohio State wants to keep it at 0. That pride works both ways. It's a team earlier this year upset when they let a team score late and gave up a shutout.
Only loss of the season for Ohio State, 35-21 to Virginia Tech. And when they lost that game week 2, you never thought that they would actually be, at this point in the season, ranked number 5 with a chance to go into the playoff.
People had written off not just Ohio State, but the Big Ten. And I can safely say I was not one of them the whole time.
And incomplete on the far side as Erickson couldn't hold on.
Coach Meyer and his son, Nate. I could just never understand how you could write off a whole league after the second week of the season.
And they were writing off the Big Ten.
Oh, totally. And I said, you don't even know how the rest of the leagues are going to play the rest of the year. Gene Smith, the athletic director down there, congratulating Coach Meyer. Remember, Gene Smith hired Coach Meyer after Coach Tressel had to leave. Gene Smith's done a heck of a job as athletic director at Ohio State.
3rd down and 10 at the 33. And Stavi. They'll find Clement. Clement tackled at the 35. I have to mention this, and I probably shouldn't, Charles. But as a longtime Michigan fan, Jim Tressel was a pretty good coach. And there's a vacancy in Ann Arbor.
And Jim Tressel still has a show cause penalty against him, which would mean he'd missed the first month.
Let bygones be bygones. Come on.
And he's the president of Youngstown State. He's got a job.
He's probably bored.
It's a trick you back bouncing. Lord knows that's what you can change. You can change. If you don't or if you do, then gotta own that soul of you. Big shots, get it together. No surrender. Go for the kill.
11 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. And Wisconsin trying to get some points on the board before this one ends. Ohio State fans, they want the shutout. Up 59-0. 4th down and 10. Stavi dancing in the pocket. Stavi in trouble. Stavi drops it out. Clement. And Clement Picks up the first down, but the clock runs out. And that's it. The final score from Indianapolis. Ohio State 59, Wisconsin nothing. Urban Meyer wins his first Big Ten championship game as the head coach of Ohio State. 59-0. We've got a lot more to come right after this.